Silent, 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 real scream, silent, real scream, silent, real scream, silent, real scream, 100%, 110%. Ain't no cut on this shit. This shit blue magic, nigga. Like Frank Lucas, nigga. Old trap spots at the bottom of the hill, straight up. Tryna diss savage, that'll probably get you killed. I get my shooter smoked, I think he finna spill. The beans, I got edge, dog, 75 cent a pill. Tez took a 15, finna come back on the pill. Pops took 19, 4 hills, 19, made me shut a tip. Blew up on my own, no cosigns, I was still. I swear I went like 6 times platinum before I signed my deal. We used to cut that 90s for they made them Drake. I'm so slaughter gang, I'm a nut on her face. Captain save a hoe, you might get shot in your case. Niggas drop a mixtape, then they tattoo their face. Niggas drop an album, then pretend to be gangsta. Imaginary hood, you gon' make it up, ain't you? He done made up dead homies, man, this nigga a prankster. I got niggas down the road for a flock, they'll shank you. Give me head in a brand new car. Hit her from the back, nigga got coach. She got back cause the nigga made her stay in the house, so I got a bitch like over. Run around town with a Glock, but if it's a hit, I'ma use my rifle. You can ask all the ops, niggas know 4L gang go psycho. Cap ass, rap ass, battery in a back ass. You know you ain't built like that. Playing, get your ass smashed. All black ski mask, pull up on your street fast. Body bag a nigga ass, throw his body in the trash. I'm a young trap ass, scrap ass, no time for the cap ass. Get a nigga clap ass, zone 6, ride around with it in my lap ass. Leave a mad brain in your motherfucking lap ass, nigga.
I want to come in on some cool talk shit. Zone 6 shit. I'm a Zone 6er, Mr. Remixer, Mr. Fucker, then I hit a passer to my nigga. Only thing I smoke on is a big swisher, and I don't sip liquor, I sip lean, yes sir. Pull up on the curb, help I serve a nigga bird. Who run the block, sign ball, they're the words. Get a nigga top, all top, non-stop on my block. I got shooter, tote that Glock, it's a 30 in here Glock. Nigga ain't rockin', how we rockin', we rock solid. And I keep them blues in my pocket, $10. 5 on your head, nigga, get your head chopped. Do that. Ride through my hood, and I got the top chopped. Off, where I ride off. Smoke gas cough. Bitch, give me mouth. Big dog boss. Y'all don't what it costs. Just to be a boss. Well, you gotta watch some niggas out. You gotta run off on the pro. You gotta shoot. And some nigga let them know you'll get no fall. If you really about that life, then nigga show you about your business. Don't be scheming on them holler nigga. Run up.
Okay, good, great, boy. Look at here, boy. I had to start off with that 21, boy. You know, when I hear that 21, you already know I'm always super to the lit. You already know, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out. You already know, man. Come on, man. We on one, man. Hold on. Let me get a little taste of this rock right quick, man. And I'm going all the way in. Wait a minute.
Coffee time. Ass mark. Coffee time. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's 118. Great. Smash that like button. Hold on for a second. I'm going to give you a one-on-one how to run your channel. Okay. Yes. If you haven't hit like already, please do so. Like, share, subscribe. While subscribing to this channel, King_World_2020_. Make sure that you hit the notification bell for all. Make sure that you don't miss any one of these videos. I guarantee you, by me taking out my time and adding on with you, that is always about something that's effective, okay? Always something that's conducive, okay? Now, as far as my haters, today, what I'm going to do,
blast from the
just
past.
because I like y'all, I'm going to play the first video that I made in 2020 when I told you about all of the hating ass, old ass people that'll be talking shit, starting shit out here, and watch.
This is
I'm gonna play that video. Listen, every
February the 13th, 2020. February the 13th. Nothing but them receipts. I got to get them in right quick before we start this out.
Trying to start arguments. Watch. I'm gonna play that motherfucker. You gonna be like, yo, bro. You gonna be like, yo. Can I get the other phone? It's in there on the charger. Hey, listen, right? Peep game, right? I do it like that, and I run some audio on that shit or whatever. I'll show you. I'll fucking prove it, man. You know, like I said all this shit before. I can sit right here or black out or, thank you. And whatever, you know what I'm saying, the fuck that it is, you know what I'm saying, we'll do it like that right there. You know what I'm saying? We'll go that hard with that shit right there. Hold on.
I got you.
Let me see. Where we at? It got to be what? 20? Yeah, okay. About like 15. Yeah, about like a month. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get this work. I might get y'all exclusive too. I don't know though. It all depends though. I get about 125 likes. I will. I'm not lying. I will. Let me see. 2020. Wait a minute. I'm gonna let y'all hear this. You're gonna be like, whoa. Yeah, you gotta keep the receipts. Hold on. Bam, there we go. Okay, now, here it is. Right like that, your mind is the recycling bin. You better believe that shit, bro. And see, when I get out here and when I'm just building, when I'm just talking, without the videos and all of that, when you see me do this, it's because I feel like that there's something that needs to be addressed. I don't have shit moving on the screen and all of that and the colors and all of that shit. Although I can do that, I don't have it like that right now because I want you to pay attention to what I'm talking about. It ain't about all of that extra shit right now. You see what I'm saying? Right. Oh yeah, facts. I'm always building. You see, and you about to be on a one-way trip to fuck about my chat too, because evidently you don't know me or how I am. But don't come in here with that troll ass, that sideways shit. This hey, look here, this 2020. So I'm gonna go set up the foot on neck up in the building. This other phone, we're gonna get you on up out of here. Just tuned in what we're doing right now.
Getting them receipts.
A recap. The first video I made in 2020.
That's right.
When I was addressing the problematic people, the problematic situations that take place, most notably on YouTube. Okay, now listen to this. Y'all be over this motherfucker studying YouTube law. Oh yeah, you can't do this and you can't do that. So you can't do this, you can't do that. So I can do this and not. Man, you's a motherfucking chat. That's the fuck you are. You better grow the fuck up. Like straight up. You better get some real shit on your mind, yo. Like for real, man. I done seen some shit, bro. I done seen some shit that'll make you think twice, bro. And this ain't on no clout. This ain't on no, oh man, he think it's all about, it ain't no all about me, but it's all about my channel and what the fuck I'm talking about, because it's all about mine. You can go to your channel and talk about whatever. Ain't nobody forcing you. I don't have no gun held at your phone screen and shit, making you listen to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this? I see so much clout now here right now that now I understand why people clout chase. When I look at y'all channels, motherfuckers be having names and shit. Motherfuckers be having names like Keisha the Legendary, but then be on there talking about a motherfucker I never heard of before. I never heard of these motherfuckers. I be like, who the fuck is you talking about? Who? They be having like 20,000 subscribers, all this dumb shit, but then they be in the chat talking about other people within the community. And I'm like, oh, so this what your channel about? Damn. I respect channels of people eating food and shit. You know what I'm saying? I respect them more. Motherfuckers that play games and shit because they keep it real. Your channel ain't real. Your channel ain't real. Your channel ain't what you say it's about. I guarantee you, if you look at niggas, go think about it. Think about it. Think of the big people, man. Think of the big players like Sai. Think about Sai Netta. When you go to his channel, you know what his channel is about. When you go over there to Tommy channel, you know what his channel is about. Now you other niggas, they got these titles and names and shit. I don't know what your channel's about. Y'all be talking about all type of different shit. Like my channel is world news. It's just flicks and chill because I show shit like that on this channel. I got a channel too where I play music.
Okay, and like I say, that was just setting the pace, you know, for 2020. You know, even with my name, you know what I'm saying, within itself, you know, being a king in what I do. And yeah, I most definitely have earned the title of being king. I don't want to go as far, you know, as, you know, calling myself God.
And like I say, what I was doing, right? I was running some old ass fucking receipts, right? And these receipts was from February the 13th, 2020. And that was just me making an open declaration, like a PSA, and saying, yo, this is the theme of the channel. Not only do I play music and all that extra shit, you figure, deal me, but this is an open panel. This is an open community, you know, where people engage with each other. That's why I say, yo, anybody good, you know what I'm saying, to come through the chat, but I roast and report. That's what this shit right here is about. It's not about anything other than that shit right there. So I'm about to get into some reporting. I'm about to get into some shit right now. And you already know who that we reporting on. And like I say, if anybody got an issue with who we reporting on, like I say, this probably ain't the chat for you right here. You know, I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm gonna go ahead and then run through this Jim Jank to the Jim Jank so I can show you what I'm talking about. Right. So when you see me and when I'm over here and when I'm talking about Babaji, what the difference is with other people when they talking about Babaji. Now, me for one, like I say, on a personal note, let me go all the way back and then get the receipts on this shit right here. Let me go all the way back. Let me look and see, because I don't even think, I didn't even put the video. But what date was this? Was this the 6th? Yeah, this was the 6th. That's what it was. It was the 6th of this year right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and then share my Jim Jank to the Jim Jank so you can see this, right? Because this is mad weird to me. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me refit my screen right quick. Yeah, this is mad weird to me. And I think that is weird, you know, that a motherfucker can come out here with this crazy ass shit and be running from panel to panel and motherfuckers be kissing his ass and shit like that or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so you support and condone this type of shit right here. So you condone a motherfucker doing this type of shit right here. Yeah, so you always with the shit then. That's how I'm looking at this shit now. And this is the only way that I'm supposed to look at this shit right here now. Now, like I said, we're going to get to the date on this shit and all this or whatever. But I'm like, fam, look at here. Look at here. Now, check this out. Now, you come out on this bitch. You claim to be a public figure. You claim to be living out nature and all this other shit, right? But in the confines of all of that, now you done put my name on a shooting range target and you think or you thought that that shit was going to be cool. You thought that that was the end of this shit or whatever. You thought that that was the end of this shit. Man, look at here, man. We'll be dragging this motherfucking shit out all the way to the motherfucking sun burn out, fam. That's beyond, look at here, bro. That's beyond a charm right there. You see, I never took it as threatening because I don't even see you as being a threatening individual. You are one of the people that sit back and then watch my show. You talk about all this gangster stuff about the OGs and what the OGs did and what code that you live by, and by you being from a certain projects, how that solidify your gangster in the street or whatever. But what part of the game was this right here? And what part don't a motherfucker understand that I don't give a fuck about no motherfucker apologizing? I don't care about none of that bitch ass shit. You put my name on a shooting range target, but you think that a motherfucker would not be looking deeper within the fuck shit that you a part of and affiliated with? Are you serious right now? Hold on. Let me make sure that I get an indefinite understanding with this shit right here. Hold up. Then I'm going to make sure that I show you the date on this jank, right? We'll go all the way through the date, you know what I'm saying, on this edition right here, because this is, yet again, another motherfucking edition right here that you tuning into. And we'll go ahead and then get all the way into the to the whole dynamics. Was it the 6th? Okay, yeah, it was March the 6th. You see this shit? This was from March the 6th. And you thought this shit was supposed to just like go away or something or whatever. Like, man, we don't play no motherfucking games like that. Yeah, we don't even move like that right there. Period, point blank. Now, you remember when I told you guys before about people that don't have tough skin and how they let stuff on social media actually affect them? Like that shit be bothering them. Like this shit be on a motherfucker mind. Like when they wake up in the morning or shit. Right. Okay, so why in the entire fuck would this shit right here not be on my motherfucking mind? Y'all think this shit a game? This ain't no motherfucking entertainment type of shit. Family, you put my name on that motherfucking target. Yeah, and that's why this shit was archived within itself. Cause I was like, now I'm gonna be able to look back on this shit right here. Right. For the people that's questioning and saying, oh, well, this the only thing your channel. No, this ain't the only motherfucking thing my channel about. And I'm gonna be going through and showing you what the fuck that my channel really the fuck is about. Now, as far as covering, reporting, and then talking about this shit, yeah, I think I pretty much got good reason to be reporting and talking about this shit right here, especially when a motherfucker do some shit like this. Now I'm gonna show you from March the 5th, because I think it's slated was to happen, was on the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back through this shit right here. And I'll show you the exact receipts that I'm talking about. I got the video. I don't even want to play the damn video. Fuck the video. We just in here right now just to be able to make this shit make sense. Now, like I say, from that date right there, as you can clearly see, and this one he had like 198 people that was in support, or 198 people that was tuning in, while him and his garbage nation buddies and shit shot at a shooting range target with my initials and then with my name on the shooting range target. And I supposed to be like on some Chuck chill out shit. I supposed to be cool or whatever. Man, look at here, man. You got this shit fucked up. See, I'm just one of those type of people that's gonna be sitting back, waiting, watching, and peeping game. When all of this shit right here go down, when your ass fucked up and them clowns fucked up too, I'm gonna be the one that'll be reporting on it. That's all that is. Period. Point blank. Now, as far as anybody else that's reporting on, now you can do your individual thing. See, I wouldn't want to, you know what I'm saying, put nobody up in no shit like this or whatever, but that's beyond fucking serious. That's beyond serious right there to me. That's how I look at that. That's how I view that. That's how real that this shit is. Yeah, that's how real that this shit is. Now, for the people that don't get it, for the people that don't understand it, for the people that saying some shit like, oh, you upset. No, I'm not obsessed with them. I'm just one of the reporters that will be sitting back reporting all of this shit. All of it will, in fact, be documented, because once this shit come back to haunt your motherfucking ass, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Okay, word. Okay, now I see why I fucked up. Yeah, now I see why karma has basically settled the way that it has settled. That's how you gonna be. You're gonna be fucked up in the game, and you're gonna be wondering why a motherfucker like World News is sitting back and then fucking laughing. See, other motherfuckers look at it like it's some blatant hate type of shit or whatever. No, it ain't no blatant hate. You just know, just like I know that you fucked up. That's all that it is. That's all the fuck that it is. You know that you fucked up. You know that you put me up in this shit. Okay. I'm not a part of the script. And like I said, I will drop them receipts today. Them Monique receipts, what I was telling you guys about when I told you guys that the guy actually was affiliated with Monique. That's right. Monique, celebrity actress, the Parkers, all of that shit. Now I'm gonna show you from a motherfucking article where it was stated. It was stated by him in the article, a older ass fucking article that he once played on the Monique show. But before that, we even get to any and all that stuff and all that, right? Let's go over to Instagram, because like I said, I ain't been on this Jim Jank, but shout out to Grand got some more motherfucking receipts on all of this shit right here. And we'll see exactly where we at with this club foot shit, because now I'm under the impression, right? I'm under the impression that Clubfoot is lying like a motherfucker and trying to say at the time when people were, you know what I'm saying that when he was dancing with his daughter, you know, that his Jim Jank was hard in the whole nine. Now, he was, as I catch it from this video, on the Instagram Jim Jank, right? Clarifying that or trying to smooth it over, trying to make it seem like that's not what the fuck happened or whatever. And I'm like, now, clearly, we all pretty much seen what the fuck that happened. Everybody seen that shit right there. Now you can tell it however the hell that you want to tell it, but we go ahead and let the tape roll. We'll go ahead and let that motherfucker roll though, and we'll see what's good. Shout out to Grand. Hold on, let me get a little volume. Let me get a little volume. See if they're gonna give me some volume. Oh, they don't want to give me no volume. Peep game now. Now peep game what Clubfoot saying. Peep game.
Okay, now if I put this in my pocket, right? In my pocket, right? I had this in my pocket. This was in my pocket when I'm dancing with my daughter. And they said, "Oh, hard."
Do y'all believe that shit right there? This motherfucker sitting up here talking about that he had that damn case in his pocket at the time, while it was slated, you know, with him having the hard Johnson and shit while he was with his daughter. You know, when he was dancing around and all that shit. I don't know if y'all heard that. Let me go ahead and adjust the volume a little bit. But yeah, I'm not falling for any of that shit right there. I'm not falling for it. Now I don't know if y'all fell for the shit or whatever, but he on here with this woman and he trying to show and prove that it's not what people know, what they seen with their own fucking eyes. I'm like, dude, come on, man. What the fuck you think? We wasn't tuning in or something or whatever?
But the fact that you can't even like share a precious moment with your child without people taking their look.
Never looked at the video, right? Because it was so silly, I never looked at the video, right? Mm-hmm. When I'm looking at the video, I'm like, no, that's battery pack. It's literally my battery pack in my shit. Look, my battery pack, my pocket, and I'm like, that is not my penis. That's my battery pack.
Hey, look at here. When a person got to talk that long about some shit and when it's that old, you already know they lying like a motherfucker. When you trying to defend yourself on some shit like that, especially some shit that everybody fucking seen.
And so I have my battery pack in my pocket. Go back and look. You can see it's in my pocket. It's not my penis. This battery pack right here is in my pocket.
But you shouldn't even have to explain that. Because you was just sharing a precious moment with your child.
I never looked at the video. I never looked at the actual video myself.
You see how women be coming up in his joint, they be coming up in his live stream and they be capping for Nature Boy. Have you noticed that shit right there? No, I'm dead ass with this point right now. Like, have you noticed that shit? Like, it's women that are literally clumb up in Clubfoot chat and shit or whatever, get up in the live stream and they're cap for Clubfoot. Like, they don't see no wrong in what the fuck that he's doing. But we see all this shit right here. I'm like, how the fuck can't you see this motherfucking shit? That's the damn question. I'm like, what the fuck did you talk about? She like, yeah, you shouldn't have to explain yourself, of course. And a grown man shouldn't have been wanting the whole entire world to see him dancing with his daughter with his gem jank hard. That's all I'm saying. The fuck?
And when I finally did, I was like, I just said, let me go look at this video. People are stupid. So I'm like, I look at the video, I'm like, oh my God, that's.
I don't believe this shit. I ain't going for that one right there, B. Nah, I can't go for that one.
I look at the video, I'm like, oh my God, that's my fucking battery pack in my pocket. And they fucking took that shit.
Okay, now, like I say, that video, that original video, that moment was caught by Grant as well. And I'm gonna go to that, and then we'll go ahead and do the comparison with the Gem Jank to the Gem Jank, because you know, like I say, I'm not going for that one right there. Yeah, I'm not going for that one right there. I'm not going for that one at all, y'all. It seemed mad suspect to me. I don't know if you guys missed it or whatever, but if you did miss it, we're gonna go ahead and then go into it right now, and we're gonna look at this for what it's worth. Did y'all see that right there? So do y'all think that that's the phone case that's in the middle of his lower torso? You think that that's a phone case? I don't know. I don't know, family. I don't know. Look. Peep game now. You see this? So that's the phone case. So you telling me that that's the phone case right there? That's the phone case. This is what he's saying is the phone case, y'all. Peep game. Look. So that's the phone case. That's the phone case right there, yo. Is that the phone case, or am I lost within the matrix within all of this shit? I'm just, hey, this is in fact the Make It Make Sense network. If you ran up in this live stream super duper early, I will ask you at this time to go ahead and smash the like button. As always, we want to get these videos within the recommended suggested videos with this blue magic. You figured there. But come on, man. Is he serious right now? Like, what the fuck is going on? Is he serious right now? Yo, like, do you see the shit? So that's the phone case. So I'm tripping and shit right now, whatever. So that's the phone case. Yo, what? Boy, I tell you, boy. Motherfuckers tell you anything out this motherfucker, boy. They tell you anything, boy. So when she said, oh no, you know what I'm saying, we got to do this or do that, or we need to fix that or whatever, why didn't at that time, if what he's saying is true about the phone case, why didn't he say that? Why didn't he say, well, no, hey, look, hey, yo, don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? Don't flex at the moment. That's just, you know, my phone case. You know, it ain't nothing serious. And we're just dancing. And I'm just a father. And I'm just sharing a personal loving moment with my daughter while playing trap music, while on live, while my wife's sitting on the floor in the dark, in the closet, while I'm back, the lights on out in the hallway and shit. I'm standing there, in the crease of the door. Right. I'm that's right. I'm standing in the middle of the door and I'm dancing and I'm getting my shit off, right? But everybody else gonna pretty much think, you know what I'm saying, months later that it was my phone case. I very strongly feel that is in fact a lie. I feel like it's a lie. We don't even need Maury's lie detector test to be able to see this shit right here, y'all. See? Look at him. Look. You see this shit, man? This is crazy right here, man. This is the craziest shit that I have seen in quite some time. Now, I've heard people come out and defend themselves on all different type of situations, but when your ass is nailed to the cross with doing this shit, family, you cannot convince the rest of the fucking public that's done already seen this shit right here. I'm not going for it. The Beam team ain't going for it. Anybody that's tuning the fuck in ain't going for no shit like that. No, man, come on, man. That shit is ludicrous warp speed out this motherfucker. How the hell you gonna think a motherfucker just gonna forget about that shit? Yeah, like it's a new day and shit or whatever, and we didn't all see that shit. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, look here. Stop. Hey, man, stop with this crazy shit, bro. Stop. Hey, look, stop with the crazy shit.
While she was with you, which let me know she didn't get everything. And I'm not knocking the sister for it. I'm not knocking the sister for it. I'm just saying that's what it is.
She did that on COVID, and I think like the apartment, because everything was shut down, they wasn't asking for people. They like, you know what I mean? I don't know. You might have a point. I'm trying to figure out the point.
The point I'm making is that I feel like she went there to come up. I do think that she had genuine love for Nana.
You heard what this woman is saying. Now, this woman is speaking about Sybil. She's saying that she think that, you know, Sybil came there for a come up. Now, this is not the Beam team saying this. Now, this is somebody that actually entered on Clubfoot's live stream and is saying this stuff right here. We might have to chase that live stream down and put it up under careful review, since we've all been tuning in and paying attention to all of this fuck shit.
I think she did have genuine love for her. But yeah, I don't think she went there to just like stay. I honestly don't think she went there to stay.
We talk about what's there, what is there. Like, we talk about what there is.
I'm not trying to offend you, so I'm gonna call it whatever you call it.
Shorty say I'm gonna call it whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I will go ahead and try to track that jank down, man. Yeah, let me look and see. Hold on, let me see how many. What was this? Yeah, we'll try to track that down and we'll see what the hell is going on. You know, since there's some defense that's going on, since there's some motherfuckers out here now that's trying to smooth shit over or whatever. And I'm just like, yo, don't try to smooth this shit over, man. Don't try to smooth none of this over, man. And then, like I say, when this motherfucking ass be on the run, right? When he already know he about to get hit like good reefer, that's when you see him on all different type of panels and shit in the whole fucking night. Yeah, he'll be on everybody motherfucking panel and shit then. He'll be on everybody's shit. Oh, what is this shit right here I just uncovered? Oh, okay. I see some dumb shit going on over. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me look and see right quick. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me switch my signs up right quick. Yeah, I see they own my shit right now. They must be tuning in, watching right now. So hold on for 1 second. Let me make sure I can get a comfortable account and then go over here. Check this shit out right quick. You know how we do. Right. Make it make sense network. Yeah, but I'm just like, damn, how you gonna lie about that shit? Now, if you in my chat right now, you've been tuning in, you've been listening and shit since the live stream started or whatever. You seen the presentation and shit with the ding dong joint with him dancing with his daughter or whatever. Do you honestly believe that was a motherfucking phone case? Anybody? Do anybody believe this shit? Do anybody believe that it was a motherfucking phone case? No, real shit. Anybody at this point? Man, look at here. I already told you how I feel about this shit, man. Dude, that motherfucker always motherfucking capping, man. He always fucking capping, man. Yeah, that motherfucker. Hey, man, he full of straight cap. He full of straight motherfucking uncut ass cap. I'm like, man, you can't come out this motherfucker and then play like we didn't all see that shit, dude. Like, come on, man. Yeah, that's how you know when a motherfucker got life fucked up. They'll try to drag it out and everything. Like, if you got to talk for hours about some shit, if you got to keep explaining yourself, you know, in defense of some shit that we all seen with our own eyes, man. Come on, man. You already know that shit a motherfucking lie. Hey, look, you been dead on that shit right there. I don't even know why you even consisted with that. No, man, that was a phone. How the fuck, motherfucker? You ain't said nothing this whole damn time about it being a motherfucking phone case. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't said nothing the whole motherfucking time. Okay. Yeah, all these months and shit we done went through. Now it's a motherfucking phone case. Man, come on, man. Stop playing, man. You must think the entire chat. Look, hey, look at here. You must think my whole motherfucking chat and shit, right? You must think my whole motherfucking chat just retarded as hell. Everybody in here dumb. No one's paying attention. No one's looking at these videos on other platforms. And hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you do look at videos on other platforms. Yeah, we ain't out here deboing motherfuckers. We just out here making this shit make sense. I feel like everybody should be doing it at this fucking point. Especially when you got a master manipulator at this bitch. Right, such as Clubfoot, continuing to keep on running all these different fucking narratives and shit. Why now? Why now after all this time? Yeah, why now? Oh, yeah, it was just a phone case. That wasn't nothing. Yeah, man, that wasn't nothing. Uh-huh. Yeah, it didn't happen. Nigga, is you crazy? Is you fucking crazy? You think that, hey, look, you think everybody just fall for the fuck shit. We don't do that shit right there, man. I don't see any other adult men out here dancing with their daughters and shit and they gym jank hard as hell. Nor are they calling themselves the Messiah. So how is that even Messiah type? And I've asked that before, but I'm asking you all that again. How is any of that shit right there motherfucking Messiah type? You got a Messiah that's out here doing this shit. You think Jesus would have been dancing around with his gym jank hard like that with his daughter out of all damn people? Jesus playing the trap music and shit? Are you fucking serious? Hey, come on, man. Beam team, make that shit make sense. And let me see, because I don't even know where that greasy ass nigga even uploaded that shit at right there. I'm trying to find this joint for y'all right now. So I'm thumbing through these pages. You say Western Europeans and their descendants own close to 90% of the world wealth, while they make up less than 15% of world population. I don't know. You might be right about that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. You got me on that one right there. Yeah, you're saying never forget that. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. What you're saying. Yeah, so I don't know about that, about those percentages. I don't even know where you would see something like that at. I don't know what type of statistics that you looking at, famo. But one thing that I will tell you is this right here. Motherfuckers like Clubfoot is continuing with the assault of tricking motherfuckers out here. See, they be mad at y'all because y'all listen to me. Y'all over here tuning in to what the hell that I'm talking about. Right. Now let me see who up right now, because I know it's early and shit or whatever. Somebody might got a burning desire, might got some shit they want to talk about. Hold on, why did I'm getting additional receipts? Right, because this the network for it. Somebody might have felt like that they didn't have the time or whatever, or it might not been, the proper time to come through. They might got some stuff that they need or want to say about any of this stuff right here. So we will give them or whoever the opportunity to be able to come forth and say, hey, yo, this is how I feel about this shit right here. Yeah, and you a hater, and you ain't shit, and all this, and this and that, but I still watch your motherfucking chat. Yeah, and all that. Yeah, come on with it. We love to hear it. Yeah, why the look? Why the motherfucking coffee brewing and shit? We want to hear all this shit. I know I do. I think it's interesting. Hell yeah, I think this shit interesting as hell. I think it's interesting that a motherfucker can put your name on a shooting range target and motherfuckers be cool with that shit. Oh yeah, he should have did. Oh word, oh word. But if that shit happened to you though, oh I see. Oh, so now you understand. Oh okay. So you get it now. So you get now why I'm going this hard in the paint. Great. Great. I'm glad that we're there. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to explain myself. I'm glad I don't have to keep going over this shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Hey, these thin skin motherfuckers, this what they do. They get mad, boy, and go, hey, look, they get mad. Boy, they get mad and put your name on a shooting range target. I'm like, damn, I thought you were Teflon and all this shit. I thought you was the Babaji and all this shit, the Messiah. The melanated mystic done got mad. Yeah, the melanated mystic done got mad. Now I see a person that's saying that it's all fair in love and war. Nah, that ain't fair right there. It's fair when you take a shot. It's fair when you actually do some shit. But no, 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 no. Hiding behind a computer screen and shit, going live while at a shooting range with guns that you don't even own, making an attempt to scare a motherfucker. Nah, that ain't a part of the game. That ain't nowhere part of the game right there. See, that's how I can tell, the people that you subscribe to, that they're not giving you a clear indication of all that's taking place. See, they may be emphasizing only on certain points. I think that may be what it is. You gotta stray away from that right there. Yeah, one-dimensionalism. You gotta be able to think. See, that's why this is the Make It Make Sense network right here. This is what people come over here for. We come over here to think. We don't come over here for that dumb shit. But you cool. You welcome. You free to comment as you want to. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, look, all of those shit right there, man. That's why I just trip off this shit, man. Some people tuned in to the fuck shit a little late. I get that. Yeah, I can't hold none of that stuff right there against you. Nah, not one motherfucking thing. If your ass tuned in late, I can't hold it against you. But like I say, when it come to running these motherfucking receipts, oh yeah, I got a whole motherfucking bunch of them. Say you being honest. Would you like to come up here and talk about it? Hold on, here go the link right here. You can come right up here and talk about it. I love to hear what your opinion is on the matter. You seem to be a level-headed person, right? You seem to be a critical thinker, and if so, come up here and address that with King World. That's all I'm saying. What up, Houdini? I see. Yeah, come up here and fuck with the King. Yeah, we give you an intro and all that stuff right there if you want to come through. And yeah, we just chop it up. Ain't no beef, ain't no crazy shit and all that. Yeah, we just up in the live stream. It's early. Yeah, come and talk to me about it. I love to hear it. Yeah, because people that subscribe to my channel that tune in, they seem to think differently about the matter at hand. Now, if I had a beef with somebody, clearly I have to have a reason to have a beef with a motherfucker, right? Yeah, as opposed to making videos, because I'm not just making videos. I can play my own motherfucking shit, okay? But within playing my own motherfucking shit, I'm just like, yo, if you gonna be mad at a motherfucker, if you gonna be going at a motherfucker, like what's your reason for going? I mean, what's your reason for being mad? That's all that I'm asking. That's it. Just hey, look, period, motherfucker, look, period, point blank. I'm just asking the question.
Young boy genius, on a futon, I'ma give it that penis. When it's just done, I'ma fill up arenas. Ooh, like Gilbert Arenas, shoot my shot, I'm still with the demons. Ooh, I keep it thorough. I got 5 chicks in New York, that means 1 in each borough. I'm in the pocket like Burrow. When I'm back home, no, they treat me like Robert De Niro. Took her to talk about butter and churl. Took her home, gave her a cinnamon swirl. I left it in, now I got her €1. Zeros on zeros on zeros. That's what my bank account balance say. I got a check from a shoe company, now I do anything a New Balance say. I bought her a plane ticket out of state. I got me a shorty from Runaway, said I'm in town today. She said she coming over and she down to stay. I got a hit, she been playing that shit, so when she pull up on me, I know what she about to say. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing, I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins.
You know what I'm saying? I got rid of them toxins and everything, man. I got rid of everything when I dropped that link because I wanted to hear, you know, what was said, you know, like, you know, your views, you know, because like when people come in, they comment, I welcome everybody to come over and comment. You good on that. I don't have a problem with that. But if there is like a burning desire, or if you in fact have an issue, come up and just, you know, come and discuss it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, come and discuss it with the channel holder. Don't allow for motherfuckers to misconstrue what's done took place and what my stance is on all of this. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, Shay. Yeah, it is what it is, you know, and it's gonna be a lot of people that be capping for carbonation, but as you see, they never come through. I always drop the link and be like, yo, you got something to say? Run that shit. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Because if not, like I say, I can just take it back. Like I say, this was a few months ago. This was what, like February, what was this? February the 13th, 2020. Yeah, February the 13th, 2020. The shit I said then, I still stand on that shit right now. Right now. Right now. I still fucking stand on it, y'all. What?
Hey, look here. I love it, though.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Hit them likes right. Hey, yo, I love it. It's too early. I'm bugging.
Yeah, I'm bugging the fuck out.
I ain't smoked. What's up, old shoe? I ain't did. This is the... But, you know, we go...
All this shit funny as hell to me, man. I love it, man. Then I look at people that tune in to this network. Oh, let me slow it down. I look at people that tune in to this network, right? Yeah, I look at people that tune in to this network that's never a part of the network. And I know as many of you that enjoy the content. I know as many of you that fuck with me like on a regular basis. I already know. Yeah, because I be checking the stats out, right? But, you know, like I say, out of the many people that tune in, I'm like, how can you tune in without a voice? That's what I'm like. If you opinionated, like if you disagree with what I'm saying, despite who done said what, despite what video that's being made, why wouldn't you want to discuss that? And then when I open up the floor, when I'm not giving presentations, when I'm not reading my book, when I'm not, you know what I'm saying, putting that beam on Clubfoot, I'm like, okay, so where y'all be at? Yeah, y'all be ghosting out this motherfucker, man. It's a whole lot of cricket. It's ghost crickets out this motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call them motherfucking ghost crickets. And the reason why that I'm gonna call them ghost crickets, because I don't hear shit and I don't be seeing nothing either. But I be like, y'all be having a whole bunch of shit to say. Okay, Manaya, Lynn, you say you had to unfollow Carbonation. Is that what you're saying? You're saying by way of channel holders that are saying certain stuff. And by you seeing the truth, you're hearing people talk about it like it's being discussed over here on this platform. Are you saying, in fact, that's the reason why that you made your decision to, you know, unfollow Carbonation? Is that what it is? Because I love to hear that stuff too. I don't want people to just think that we over here just smashing Nature Boy out and shit or whatever. Like, it's some people that's really getting something from this. It's some people that's being reached. So yeah, the link is dropped for that right there as well. If you'd like to come and talk about it. If you don't want to hear the link, would you like for me to provide a phone number that, you know, you can call in, or you can simply leave your message in my DM on Instagram on king_world_2020 on Instagram. Okay. And I do have a few of those to play as well, in reference to what people actually thought about the whole situation with Sybil. Right. Right. Because people were very opinionated when it came to that. And I'm like, yeah, come through. I love to hear it. There were people that disagreed with what me, Godmama, and various other people for on that had to say, you know, what our views were on the book. And I'm like, yo, however that you feel about it, come and talk about it. Come and chop it up. That's what the channel is about. Yeah, we ain't over here trolling motherfuckers and shit like that, because when I wasn't talking about this motherfucker, you wasn't coming through for the information. So now that we back, let's discuss all of this stuff right here. You see how cool I am as a channel holder? I just leave the floor open like, yo, chop it up. Chop it up. Come through. Come through. Hold up. Let me drop it one more time. Yeah, because I get those comments, which I'm sure is from people who have been afraid or who have been hesitant with coming on the panel, that'll use a troll account just to come and talk to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, that's some weirdo ass shit. I'm like, you're using troll accounts to communicate with me. What's up, Nissa B? Yeah, I'm like, why would you use a troll account? Come through truthfully as yourself and then chop it up. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody on no motherfucking trip shit. I've been running this platform, been had a show. It's a lot of people that didn't, subscribe to the show, but I'm pretty sure now have tuned in to prior videos. That's why I put the mass majority of them shits on private. Put them shits on private. So when I start back rerunning receipts, I'll be like, you see, we've been discussed this. We've been talked about this. But the issue that I have, as opposed to other channel holders, I think I got a legitimate standing when it comes down to actually getting at this dude and always keeping my foot on his neck. I can't speak for other people who chose to do otherwise, you see, because when I made collective reportings on things that people wasn't even discussing, like COVID-19, about Wuhan, about the wet market, I didn't have people that tuned in, but as soon as it became mainstream media, people, they flocked in droves, in other chats. You feel what I'm saying? When other people were doing live streams. Hell, I get it though. Yeah, I don't think they'll come up. I definitely don't. Yeah, man, I definitely don't. Them other channel holders, they're not gonna do no shit like this right now. No. Matter of fact, right now, not back then, not in the past. They ain't gonna do that shit in the future. None of that shit. Oh yeah, my likes is looking kind of slim right now too. You know what we trying to do? We trying to always keep them videos in the recommended suggested videos, right? Because like I say, in a couple days, I'm a black back out, man, and we just gonna be satellite radio and that thing, and we'll just chop it up with the chop it up. You know how we move. You know how we move. We always lit over here. But I'm like, damn, I have so many people that are in utter disagreement. I might have to run through a few of those. Matter of fact, I think that I will. Yeah, there's no better appropriate moment than now. I think I will. And I look at some of the comments that have been stated, some of the, because it's been quite a few. It's been quite a few. And I do think that I may be among one of the only channel holders that will answer them shits, as opposed to people with their phone screen when they're talking that's just looking at comments. No, I actually like literally be wanting to see that shit. Yeah, I be wanting to see that shit. Let me go through my Jim Jank to the Jim Jank, and we'll just look at those comments, because I noticed that people will, come through and they will comment sideways comments, but they won't approach the panel. They won't be on live with me and then discuss the stuff. So being that they're not on the live stream live with me discussing stuff, it's as if that they're only talking. So when I give them the platform, when I give them the floor to actually discuss this shit, I'm like, yo, you got to come through, yo. Yeah, you got to come through. You can't, hey, look, you can't just be playing, yo. No. If it's an issue at hand, if it's something that you dislike with what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, especially if it got to do with nature, boy, by all means, yeah, man, come through. We want to hear this. We want to hear why you're on his side. We want to hear why you've clicked up. We want to know now what the secret agenda is with all of this stuff right here. So let's look at some of these damn comments and stuff like that. Let's see what folks are saying on Instagram about this whole situation right here. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look. All right, word. Okay. Shout out to Key Jen for sharing the video. Okay, Natural Beauty say that she knew that Sybil knew that Velvet was getting her ass whooped way before she went over there. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. Now on to the video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, it's a lot of different comments. Let me see if I can't punch through these joints right here. Yeah, it's a lot, y'all. And then, like I said, shout out to the sister Z. And Z was saying, hell no, she don't fool me. I don't buy none of that shit carbonation on. The shit she wrote in this book because she didn't get what she wanted from him and she didn't get the things that he promised her. Nature Boy promised her something to get her to come over there and didn't what she promised. And she's a woman scorned. If she really wanted to help somebody or tell somebody how to get out of a cult, why the hell did she have them? Why haven't she went to the police? Why didn't she go and get the motherfucking police to drop a dime? Why didn't she drop a dime on his ass? Why is it that she still leave an open line of communication for Nature Boy? I bet any money Nature Boy is on the book. She don't fucking fool me. I have somewhere our whole lot red flags in this book. Now she say that she sees some red flags. Do y'all see any red flags with this book? I'm just asking. Do anybody see any red flags? Anybody? Is there anything within the confines of the book that you think that was suspect to a degree? This is the time to chat. This is the time to hit the link. This is the time to come through. Yeah, it's open. Everybody welcome. Y'all good. Whether you tuned in and during live streams or videos where people were promoting me or not, because that's all that they're doing, you're still good. We cool over here. Okay, Deb say that book was so sad. I cried so much. That man is crazy. He needs to be stopped immediately. And poor Velvet, I can't even hate her anymore. She need help bad to get out of there. They're all scared to death. And if none of them ever lived in fear of someone, would never truly understand what them people going through. Say his day has come. Starting from today, he think he untouchable. That was 3 weeks ago. This was a whole hot 3 weeks ago. Victoria said it's really annoying. I wish World just read by himself. Those women keep stopping and stuttering in the commentary. Look at this. Look at the hater. Look at the hater. What was the reply on this? Because a lot of times I don't even see this stuff. Reckless mouth. How many times you gonna talk about how she gave her plate the truth? I thought it was just me. Like, damn, lady, I'm looking at the words. Why you can't read like she reading to a 3rd grade class and trying hard to emphasize? Now that's some hating shit there. That lady telling the truth. She was groomed by a narc and broke free. And this is the dealings of entanglement with a narc. Now, I don't know if you guys agree with that or not. Hey, shoot, Love Pink, you already know. Eligio is painting himself in a corner as far as he perceives it. The only thing he has in carbonation, he is not going to live without it. His life will be over anyway. Wow. I don't know. Those are some real strong statements right there, yo. For real, though. Okay,
Hey,
word. What up,
World.
Nissa? What's good?
Hey, I just have one thought about it, right?
What's going on?
So Sybil mentioned that, she wished that people had came forward and did what she was doing. That's one of the red flags that came up for me. I'm like, we and a whole bunch of other people have been speaking about Nature Boy and all the things that he has said out of his own mouth. And you mean to tell me that you ignored all those signs and still yet and said that you wish you had somebody who would have done what you've done to help them get out of that situation? We were sitting here screaming on the sidelines, don't go, you dumb retarded motherfucker, and you still went. So that's one of the red flags for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. She even said it in her book that when she was talking about it, that she ignored red flags.
Like, that's your own. You got to take accountability, dog. Like, that's the accountability you got to take. You missed the red flags. Now you want us to feel like you're trying to help people by writing this book. Like, you really have something to gain out of it. That's just what I think. Now, I believe what she's saying. Ain't like what she's saying in that book ain't true. I believe that what she saw is what she saw. But I think she has like her own personal gain into this book. Like, she has her own agenda. That's all I'm trying to say. That's really it.
So the whole woman scorn part. I mean, what are things that shown you that she could be a woman that's scorned?
Well, one, like the girl was saying, she didn't get things that she had, and she said it in the book. There were certain things that she didn't get. She was promised, and she was being handled a certain kind of way, and she just wasn't okay with it. That's one. But I feel like it's just like she didn't get. She was promised, and I just
I had to mute them up. I had to mute you up.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, pardon me before you go on. I had somebody else that just joined. Hold on for 1 second. I think you might be are you listening to me on a TV or something like that? It's not TV, is it?
No, it's my phone.
You on your phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, great. Shout out to White Nubian is up in here too. Nissa, I'm gonna let you go ahead and continue what you were saying, but I just want to shout out White Nubian. Okay, word, indeed. Now, what you were saying now, Nissa? Excuse me, Nissa.
Nissa. I was
Nissa,
just saying
my bad.
that. I was just saying that I feel like there may be a woman scorned in that, but I think that her writing this book, I think a little bit is clout chasing, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Only because she's selling this whole thing that she trying to help people to get out this cult, when we've been all sitting here on the sideline trying to stop people from going to this cult. And and her excuse was, we just look like trolls and you ignore the signs. That's the part to me that just looked fishy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you ignore all the signs and you still decide to take your ass somewhere where 1,000 people told you the same thing, then you have to take accountability for what transpires while you there. You get what I'm saying? You can't blame us and say, oh, I couldn't believe you. You guys was the trolls. No, bitch, you was just that dumb. Okay? That's just it. Now you trying to write a book acting like you saving a whole bunch of people, which you might, in retrospect, she might actually save some people from actually who would think about going. But I feel like her motives are in different places, like behind that book. That's it.
Okay. All right. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that agree with you.
It could be woman scorn. Woman scorn could have something to do with that. You know how that get, world. We get real emotional. That could be that too.
I heard about it a time or two. I heard about it only a time or two.
We all go through it. We all.
Well, hold on. Don't go nowhere, because I got Wise Nubian activists up here too. Don't go nowhere. We still up in the building. Wise Nubian, what's good, yo?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you live in the cut. What up?
I respect. I'm coming from an analytical perspective. What I'm attempting to do is say, let's look at the facts. You got this fake occult leader who started out talking about consciousness and all that nonsense. Then he get a whole bunch of people to follow him to an area that he can't afford, and he get all these people to give all their money to him to follow him. Let's look at the stats, his background. He was a nude model. He's homosexual. He practiced a lot of foul things. He never did anything good for people of color. Yet people are following this idiot and calling him names because he's reading out of books or some form of Scientology and some other bogus nonsense that tries to make him something he's not. He has no value. He has no stack on anything to uplift his people. He showed nobody how to grow food. He showed nobody how to build any foundation. He showed nobody how to do anything positive. And all he did is have sex, put it on display, insult young women who don't know what they're doing, got a lot of insecure men to follow him, and practice a lot of stuff that's derogatory. How is he even popular? How is he even being able to have people to follow him and listen to him or any of that. That makes absolutely no sense. All right, I'm Wise Newby. I've been on the air for over 13 years. I started a lot of people into the culture before the hotel pimps and all these other persuading idiots have been pursuing false information to get people. I've given facts, I've given logic, I've shown how women and men could get themselves together in America, how to survive. I even predicted this pandemic, telling people what they need to do to prepare. So my point that I'm making, sir, is that if you got an idiot like this doing this, all these 232 people watching need to focus on how to uplift themselves, deal with people who's about the culture, learn about their true heritage, learn how to patriot themselves back to the motherland, learn a way to get upliftment than derogative energy. We all been through bad times. We all been through manipulations, foster care, delusional lifestyles. Whatever you went through, you can resolve it if you're still able to stay alive and get the proper help you need from people like myself who be talking about ways of healing yourself and not condemning yourself. Every one of these, I hate to call them this, but this is what I feel, chicken heads who follow this. And let me define what a chicken head is. A chicken is a small brain bird that pecks seeds on the ground and make weird noises, and that's all they do all day. And this is what these sisters are doing by following this lunatic. They're chicken heads. So in order, and same with the brothers, they ain't no different. They chicken heads too. Call them roosters. The point that I'm making is you don't have to follow ignorance. You can follow logic. It's real simple. How to eat right. You find out the proper nutritious to eat and you eat it. How to live right. You learn how to build things and you build from it. You don't run to foreign countries and don't know their rules and regulations and get mad when they kick you out and call you stanky. You don't get caught up on religious belief or theories and concepts and doing all them weird noises and trying to mimic an indigenous chief of this land in America, and you ain't got nothing to go with. All he do is go around showing his body, telling people to follow him, giving them some false knowledge, and getting people to pay money so he can continue to live a sluggish life. People color need to get it together, and they need to follow. See, the problem is a lot of these millennium people, young people, don't have no guidance because they parents failed them. With all that nonsense, well, you be independent, you think for yourself. How do you think for yourself if nobody taught you how to think? You have to be taught how to think. You have to learn by example. She wanted to say something?
Oh, you want to add on to that, Nisa? Because I'm just listening to the brother right now.
He is, the chicken head analogy is correct. It's like dead on.
So on point. On point. You say the brothers are roosters. You say the men are the roosters, though, yo, sis.
Yes, that is correct. I mean, that's a whole flock of chickens over there.
Right. You got chickens and roosters. So what you expect? You just throw the seeds out and they follow and peck away. What you have to do is get away from that type of nonsense. Young people are really looking for a guide to help them. If you really want to help them, tell them the truth. Tell them to be responsible for what they do. If you can't get a just over broke in America, don't be ashamed of it. You can't get a just over broke in America when Europeans are dividing and conquering, manipulating you and got you caught up on everything, self-hate, and all that negativity that don't allow you to get your act together. You have to separate yourself and look at what your ancestors did. Look at the people who got away from all that nonsense. That is the only way you purify yourself. Then you got to come up with solutions. You got to look at the balance, breathing, balance, coordination, flexibility. That's a universal statement I'm making to keep you focused on coming up with ways to improve yourself.
Let me interject
yes,
for
sir.
a second, brother. Now, with everything that you're saying, I agree with you 100%, but I just want to put something out there, though, bro. when you're saying all of this stuff, what happens though when people only want to be entertained? What happens then with all of this stuff that you're talking about?
Well,
People
that's
just
the
want to be
problem with
entertained.
most of our people. Well, I'm glad you
Okay.
brought that up, brother.
Okay.
Majority of our people of color have a tendency to want to be entertained, like cartoons. You got to understand, they whole life have been raised up from stimulation, and stimulation is based on stupidity. Stupidity is based on, oh, I gotta have that. That's why. Let me give you an example of how bad our people have got it. Okay, if you go to a circus, you see the clowns with their pants hanging off their butt. You see the shoes untied. You see these big wheel cars, and they all fitting inside, and they all hooting the horn and making fools of themselves and doing funny stuff. Now you reflect on reality, and then you see young people of color got their shoes untied, pants hanging off their ass, got these big ass cars that you can't even turn the wheel without tipping over if you go too fast. What is that telling you, bro? They telling you that you are mentally, subconsciously brainwashed to the level that you fell for the hype. So you think that women who look like Power Rangers with all their different hairdos and fake this, fake that, fake everything, you gotta chase these fake looking females to get right, and they all telling you, oh, you gotta have money for me and do this and that. They ain't got nothing for you, but you gotta have all this for them. And that's what a rooster head is, and that's what a chicken head is. You counter that by giving them logic. If I'm gonna tell you, look, this gonna cause you to get diabetes, so you shouldn't eat it, and you keep seeing yourself getting diabetes, your answers, everybody dying, and then somebody come and say, look, I'm eating this and I'm living well. Look at how I look at my skin, look at my hair, look at my fingernails, look at everything I'm representing. And all of a sudden you on point. And they can't even say nothing about it. So the problem is the ones who tell the truth are never listened to. The ones who talk about nonsense are always listened to. Everything that fool tried to say he was offering women and brothers, I've been saying that for over 13 years, and I got the proof to back it up. But entertainment is more entertaining than facts.
That's
so
right.
that's answering your question, King.
Okay. And see, that's what goes on, you know, and that's why in my book that I'm writing is why and how I reported on a cult, because I just wanted to explain all of this and make it make sense for people who, you know, might have intentions or who may be confused or manipulated and actually going to a cult. I will be providing not only information in the book, but I also have additional footage throughout these videos on multiple channels, you know, trying to get people to turn away from going and being a part of carbonation. That's what this has been about. It's been a uphill battle, you know. It's done been with tooth and nail type of shit. I done been attacked like on so many different levels, only because people don't want him gone, because that would destroy them. Because see, then they wouldn't be able to entertain anybody.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with it. You see what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with it.
Right. Everything you saying is absolutely right, brother. But let me suggest this. Keep doing what you're doing, but deal with logic. Don't deal with illogical shit. That's like talking to a retarded person trying to make them see your logic. They not gonna hear shit you say because they retarded. You have to look at a lot of people out here who think that way. They're retarded. Okay, so if you have retarded people talking to you, what do you do to a retarded person?
I mean, I'm gonna make an attempt as best as possible to understand them.
Yeah,
you know,
but you can't talk to a retarded person. You lurk on their level. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is I'm going to make an attempt to be able to communicate with them, because they might have a insufficiency with understanding, you know, when I'm speaking to them, when I'm making a
so you have to work on the level. Exactly.
Right. So I show
you can
imagery.
Do it. Exactly.
I show imagery and provide the commentary.
Exactly.
You feel me as well. If a motherfucker
right. You gotta do that.
That shit up too.
But you gotta lead them to logic too. As you do that, lead them to logic. Like give them an example of why they should do this. Okay, this man got HIV. What idiot is gonna go and get themselves exposed to a disease that kills you? This fool is gay. He's in homosexuality. He getting busted in the ass and all that. Right. What real leader, what man of color gonna do that, huh?
But what if you missed that video right there though? What if you missed that video when I was talking about that specific thing? What happens then? You might have missed that.
You read, well, I may have, but
You
I
know,
do my research on that fool a while back. And the whole thing is, I remember when he used to be a part of the so-called consciousness, and he used to debate with scholars on side narrative TV, and it pissed me off that 'cause I saw someone right with that nigga, and so I was
what
looking.
scholar?
I'm like, why is he on a conscious hotel pimp type stuff? And then all of a sudden he went straight left and revealed everything he was about, and the women just flocked to him. So what I'm
Because
saying, brother, is you can't save everybody or entertain them in that way. You got to grab the intelligent ones. A lot of people are
oh
caught
yeah,
up in a cult, and a cult
right.
is leading them, whether it's Christianity, Islam, and
Mhm.
they rather debate all day about that and talk about the Bible or the Quran, but they don't recognize both of them motherfucking papers come from oppressors that keep our people in slavery. I'm just being
And that,
real.
but now you see what I'm doing with my platform, you know, where I make it make sense, because when people who are that religiously grounded, you know, that feel some kind of way about what you just said, they'll simply say, hey, that brother only has an opinion. That's all that they're going to say. You feel what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
all. I mean, because you
But
can
I'm
say that,
living
but
my
see,
full life healthy.
okay,
Let me give you a little background about me, give you an idea. Okay. I'm
okay,
56 years old. I have 3 of my children living with me full time. I live in this foul, filth country, but I survive and I have the tactics to do it with. I get everything I need to live my best life and don't have to give nothing back to my oppressors. One of the
okay,
reasons why I'm saying all this is to show young men how to do the same. Most young men are afraid because they've been taught that they ain't nothing, they ain't gonna never be nothing, and they living by a Eurocentric mentality. If they
mm,
break away and stop following that and look outside the box, they will find there's a whole world out there that's loving them, and they can
mm,
live a good life. But they
mm.
need guidance, and guidance have to be through example. What is nature boy showing them in guidance? What have he done for anybody other than himself for the last 3 years?
Now let me interject. Now, if you go live on your page and you're actually showing within a 2-month period of on how that you could construct a house, if you're into
Been
carpentry,
doing
ain't
that for
nobody,
13
ain't
years,
no,
King. Go ahead.
now, all right. Now, what I'm saying is, ain't nobody gonna tune in. But if Nature Boy smacked the shit up out of Velvet, the whole world gonna tune in, right? Now
Exactly. That shit
you
is
see now,
crazy.
right? You see
Yeah,
now,
no, no,
you
I
see what I'm
totally agree
saying, right?
with you. But
Oh,
this
okay.
form
All
you
right.
doing, we just got to keep doing it. If
Oh
you
yeah,
allow me to come on every time you get a chance, and we bring logic to the
man.
plate,
Just
and then we tell other people about it, then we get enough people. Sooner or later, people gonna say, "Wait a minute, what the fuck has I been doing all this time?" I know cartoons are fake. He fake too. Why don't you deal with some real stuff? Who want to make some real
mm,
money? Who want to go to the
mm,
motherland? Who want to have many wives and many husbands according to your culture and the environment that will lead to the culture and history that backs that.
I'm
Okay.
sure a
I'm
lot of
not
people.
supporting half of the shit I just said on the level of many wives and many husbands, but I'm being real about there are tribes in the motherland that practice that and have a formal foundation that brings about history and culture about it.
Mm,
I'm just being
okay.
real, bro. I'm just being
I
real.
hey
All right. I
hey.
believe in polygyny, but I'm not gonna do no shit he doing. I'm gonna be bringing our society together. It's like it's so simple to be successful. All you have to do is go to fucking Costco or grocery outlet if they got them out there where you at. Get some tents. Go to a country in the motherland. Set that shit up. Start growing. Start using your intelligence to help the natives that don't have that knowledge to learn, and you could grow your community and build your compounds. That's what these suburban and fake ass niggas going over to the motherland doing right now, and they living large. But you
What you
got
think, Nick?
Nature Boy living in
Um,
Hispanic countries getting kicked out every other month.
well, what I will say is that he does practice polygamy through his sex demons. I
Yeah,
feel like
polygamy, not
um
polygyny. That's the difference.
yes,
Polygamy
that
is anything goes. Polygyny, you don't do the shit he do. You don't practice none of that.
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
a scholar on that. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, sister.
No, just that he just practices that incorrect. You know what I'm saying? And I
Absolutely.
would rather him just say, look, I like fucking different bitches, excuse my language, world, because this
You good.
would just be
You good.
being real. Just say,
But
You
that's
adult.
I
what
like
he
fucking
doing.
different bitches, I want to have different bitches, and that's that. But don't label that practice, that high spirituality, to that sexual demonic shit you got going on.
That's
You know what I'm
part of
saying?
his perversion,
It's
sister.
crazy. It's crazy.
That's
It's crazy
part of
because
his perversion.
even in the Bible, right, it talks about polygamy, and it also talks about how everyone isn't polygamous. Polygamy is not for
Exactly.
everybody. That's number
Well,
one. Just because you yearn as a man, just because you yearn different women, that doesn't necessarily mean that polygamy is for you. It takes a
keyword
certain kind of nigga.
perversion.
I'm sorry, a certain kind of
Now go ahead,
man.
speak how you have to talk.
So it takes a certain kind of man, because this is a man we talking about here, to be
Not really.
able.
He's
I'm saying,
possessed.
yes, but it takes
So
a
he
certain
ain't a
kind of
man. He's
man
a
to be
possessed
able.
child. But go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but to be able to have different person. First of all, I'm one woman. I'm a hell of a lot of a woman. Okay. So I could just imagine a man dealing with three of me. You know what I'm saying? It takes a certain kind of man, and it takes a certain kind of wealth level. Like if you're not at that level financially, I feel like polygamy is not for you. You know what I'm
Let me
saying? You
break
gotta
something
be
down
able.
to you, sister, if you don't mind. Okay, number one, the whole concept of polygyny or polygamy, as you call it, is misconstrued. Okay, polygyny means building a foundation with a family patriarch to build up children to learn, to build up households to learn, to work together, to empower, to become rich as a team. That is what polygyny is. Polygamy is anything goes, man or woman, have fun, have sex, do what the fuck you want. So he's doing that. He ain't
Hold
bringing
on.
in nothing that has any balance. So I'm
Hold
just
on.
saying that to explain to you, huh?
Now, when you're saying polygyny and polygamy are two different things, because see, polygamy is
Exactly.
when you're married to more than one partner, but polygyny within
Exactly.
itself, as if when you're in a relationship with more than one partner. So
Exactly.
I want to clarify that
Yeah,
before we
that's
go
what
any
I
Okay,
further.
just said.
so
I agree.
yeah,
I concur.
yeah, I thought I
And
was
what
right.
I was saying that
Okay.
to the sisters to encourage her to understand that it ain't about money to have, to
Well,
raise, it, to take care. I want to
hold
explain that.
on.
Go ahead,
I
sister.
don't
I'm
want to
here.
cut you off, but when I
No
say
problem. Go
a
ahead.
certain financial wealth, okay, because if we all can agree that we live in a system that is ran practically by money, by the money.
Yes,
To,
without a doubt.
to survive and to sustain yourself, you have to have some type of money at this point. Now, back in our ancestors' days, polygamy was the foundation to build our nation. Yes. However, like if we use that, but today in today's society, right? Let's just be real. We need money to survive, right?
Okay,
So if
I
we need
disagree.
money,
I understand what you're saying. I agree with your statement, but I disagree with the foundation because it's deeper than that. I wanted to
okay. So
teach
why
more
why I'm
about that, but
saying
I'm
money,
sorry. Go
why I'm
ahead.
saying wealth, why I'm saying financial wealth is important in polygamy, because because there's so many people involved, and it doesn't have to be money. It could be goods. I don't just
Now
mean
I get that.
literally
I
money.
agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not debating that. What I want to explain is we have to separate the intent in order to make sure people can recognize what truth and what false truth is. Polygamy is not, polygyny is not polygamy. Polygyny is different, therefore, it grows and help if you follow the rules and regulations and go with it. Polygyny is all out, just have fun, do what the fuck you want, and ain't nobody growing and ain't nobody getting nothing out of that. That's why I want to say, express that to you, sister. Also, it ain't even about being strong in polygamy, it's about just being selfish. Polygyny is about organization, and everybody got to feel a skill, whether you're a teacher, a clothing maker, a beautician, a housekeeper, a child bearer, or child raiser. You have your connections to how you're going to build within that society. And then a man can't be weak. He can't be talking shit and abusing and hitting a woman and doing all that dumb shit or manipulating or having sex in front of shit. All that shit is, man, this shit is crazy. That's sick. If you're talking about raising a group of people in the right way, you have to have standards, rules, regulations, and a coordination to make it work. There's a lot of brothers.
I would
Go
say
ahead, I'm sorry.
if he was really trying to do polygamy the right way,
Polygyny.
you know, and really trying to, I'm saying, really trying to expand his nation. When that boy went over there with 300,000, am I correct, World News, and gave him $300,000 of his mom after his mom passing, however he got his money.
Right.
When he gave him that money, there ain't no way you were supposed to buy 7 Airbnbs and ball out of control.
Well,
you
that's hella crazy. That's a nutcase.
You were supposed to have a plan. If you got people coming over there giving you that kind of money, there ain't no excuse why you can't buy land so that people can't kick you off your land.
Sister,
you got all these excuses.
I agree.
He got too many excuses. You know what I'm saying? And
he ain't got no excuses. He's full of shit. Let's call it what it is.
I mean, it's a contradiction. His whole life is a contradiction.
Let's learn from that fool so we can do our thing and go to the motherland and get people to support us and really build a real nation. Girl, if you go to the motherland, you will freak the fuck out how much advantages you can have and how prudent the people are and willing to work with you with little as $1,000. All you have to do is go over there and learn the language, learn the culture, and be a part of the family and watch your shit blow up. I'm just being real, young sister.
I agree with you.
It's as simple as that. Know. You don't have to suffer in America no more. All right, he had one thing good. Babylon is bad, but not for him.
Let me interject.
Yes, sir.
Let me interject for a second, brother.
Go ahead,
right, now let's go back to what she was saying in reference to let's go back in reference to 300 keys. And when brother gave Eligio 300 keys, you know, and how that should have been enough to be able to do whatever it was that he wanted to do. He could have possibly bought 3 or 4 different Airbnb, invited people from over here to come there, you know, make it somewhat of a theme, destination, attraction, and that's how they could have got money. He also, you know, was a former barber, but is asking people for money. So he got a gift, got a talent to be able to make money.
His own skills to get
so let's
his
look
money.
at the options,
brother. I totally agree with you. I can't debate with nothing you say.
Now, Nisha, what do you think?
I agree with you. You're right. He got the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that probably came. Hold on. The gift of gab came with the sex work that he was entwined with.
That's what pimping is all about, sister.
You tend to learn how to talk when you gotta use your sex work to get money. So you know that came with practice. That he already got that. So I just
how
think
many
with all
people
of that,
of color practice listening to the pimp daddy, pimp gang, gotta get played, got a player. You got to remember, a lot of young people of color have been raised up thinking that the pimp man, the player, is king. He's God. He know the game. He live in the street. So that narcissistic shit has brainwashed a lot of our young people, and that's why they follow him. Analytically, we break this shit down, we can resolve the problem and get young people to stop following that moron.
I can agree.
And that's what we got to do.
But see,
okay, we
thing.
all got pimp
that's
gang. We in America, we learn that shit. Go ahead, brother. Sorry,
brother. Hold on, brother.
I'm listening.
See, we're not going to collectively be able to. We're not going to be able to collectively save everyone. But what we can do by discussing it, by sharing the information, we could possibly put people up on game to change their minds, to change their views on doing something like this. Because I'm pretty sure it was something that you were doing at one point in time that was habitual, that you knew that wasn't right what you was doing, and it took time in order for you to get to that point to be able to just let that shit go. So we got motherfuckers that we call weirdos that even listen to this clown motherfucker, but now we done figured out why they listen to him, but now we have to continue with our job in the pursuit of showing people this is not right. Get away from this. Get away from this type of person, this example of the person, okay? Because this motherfuckers that's not online possibly that are doing things even far worse than what this clown motherfucker is doing that we got to be able to reach. So when they tune in, hell, ain't no telling what the hell will be discussed within the confines of the live stream, just like right now.
You
If you
ain't never
tune in,
lied.
it may just be something that you hear that change your whole. Yeah, it might just change everything. You might be like, you know what, man, I was on that shit at one time, but man, fuck that motherfucking shit. I ain't with that shit no motherfucking more.
Exactly.
You feel me? You
And
can't
that's what
force
we
feed a
have to do.
motherfucker into the
What
shit
you
or
saying is
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
exactly what we need to do.
What up, Jane?
I'm co-signing big time. Brother, and one of the things, what you just said,
Oh, yeah.
just stem from that.
All right.
One of the things, go ahead. All right. Anyways, I was saying,
Okay.
you got
Jana, what's good with you, Jana?
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second, brother.
No
Just
problem.
acknowledge that you not. Yeah, nah, you good, but you're not the only one up here. I got this
No,
sister
you
Jana
right.
just doing
No.
too. Jana, have you been tuning in?
No problem, brother. I put myself on mute so you could go ahead and talk.
Yeah, I think when you now that you're on mute, I think you a lag. I think you might be listening to me like behind a few seconds or whatever. But you good though, bro. But I'm just saying, the sister Jana that's up here.
Peace, good
Jana,
morning, bro.
peace. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, you know what? I was having some issues on my phone, and I think
All right, what's good?
I'm missing like back a few minutes. Maybe I should come back. I wonder if I should come back.
She sound all right.
Oh yeah,
Ain't
you
nothing
have
wrong
to
with her. I can
refresh.
hear her.
Good morning.
Good morning.
No, she's talking about in the
I'm
video.
behind,
Yeah, she's talking about in the video.
I was hearing some of the things. I was back and forth because I was having some issues, but yeah, but I heard a lot. Peace. Good morning, everybody.
Okay.
How you everybody doing?
Good morning. We're good.
Good morning.
Peace and
And we
blessings,
here.
sister.
Yeah, we
And we
here.
is here.
I just wanted to say, because earlier in the conversation we was just talking about like how we gonna like change this, because at the end of the day, like, you know, that's what I want to mainly say, because at the end of the day, you know, we know it's all about entertainment, but the thing is, where it's sad is we all have been entertained, you know what I'm saying, as a people, as Black people, we definitely know it has been put on us even stronger. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, we have entertained, but I feel like the only thing at this point that's going to change it is us keep doing this, because this is how I got help. This is how I got help, by listening to real news. You know, I saw one day, you know, I was already feeling what I was feeling, because I was very close to going to carbonation. And I
Wow.
yeah, you know, and
That's deep statement, sister. I'm sorry to
Okay,
interject, but
so
yeah,
that's deep.
It is.
hold
It
on.
really
I
is.
don't mean to cut you off either,
No.
because
Yeah.
that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like,
Yeah.
Sybil was trying to make it seem like by her writing this book, she's doing some groundbreaking thing by opening everyone's eyes, when we already been sitting here on the Bean Team,
Exactly.
on many of other
Watching all that
platforms,
shit.
talking about this man. So
Yeah.
you, it's no excuses. Like, you either go with your instinct or you go and try it. And however that work out for
Exactly.
you, that work out for you. You
She
know
You
what
could
I'm
ain't
have
saying?
never
got more
lied.
attention. You know what I'm saying? If she was real, whether even if you know what I'm saying, she might want to write a book. She might want to make some money. Who, you know, we all we Black people, so we have light inside of us. We got gifts. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
All I'm
we have
saying
that.
is be
You know,
real,
but
right?
she
If
could have
she
made
wanted to
mention.
make money off the book, then just say that. But don't be around
Yeah.
here acting like we ain't
Exactly.
been
Thank you.
on world news talking about this nigga exploiting, letting everyone know, look,
Yeah.
exposing this nigga. Look what he done did, y'all. He on the porn, y'all. Look, y'all. And y'all, I mean, if people still go, then that's on y'all. I mean, that's accountability you have to take. Like I
Because
was
you have
saying.
to
Exactly.
give it, you have to go first. You have to, before you think that you alone can just help somebody, as if you're just, you know, first of all, you know, she has that type of attitude about her, so you already know she's coming with some fake stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you was really serious, you would go from the head first. You would throw out there different resources people have. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, like you said, oh, you know, there's a gentleman, World News, you know what I'm saying, he reports on these people, you know what I'm saying. You would throw people out there that you can get help from, because you know it don't come from just you just left talking about dry humping. Stop it.
Exactly. Yeah, but I ain't mean to
Can,
interrupt what you were saying. I want to hear your background, sister. I want to hear how you decided not to go. What about
Right.
world and what you
Yeah.
heard made you deter? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I started listening to World. So this is about at least 2 years ago. I would say
Mm.
about 2 years ago I started listening to World. And even then I was still back and forth just because like then he had made that I don't know if you guys don't remember, but y'all remember, but he had made that apology video or whatever. And then I kind of felt bad for him because like I don't know, I mentioned before, sometimes as us black women, I don't like I said, this don't go for all women, but I know it's for me. I'm a black woman. I feel like we take on this, the ones that they I feel like they don't speak about. We still have this motherly, just even if it's not mother, just the instinct of taking care of our men.
But
We
he's a
feel
disease, sister.
that now that's true.
Okay, I ain't being disrespectful. I don't mean
Yeah.
to interject, but he's a disease. And there's a lot of young brothers out here who ain't diseased that could give you life and not death. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's true, but then you got to go on, like you said, we're people of being entertained. We are people that have just been messed up because there's a lot of people out here that are diseased. That's why a lot of us who are at least people are seeking help. But see, he will play that narrative.
Yep.
He will play that narrative as if he cares, as if he's really, and he will say and do things because see, like you guys said, he's possessed by demonic demons. These demons know us, that they're not dumb. Demons know the Bible just as well as we do. You know what I'm saying? They know the
He's
words.
also a narcissist on a human level. He's just a control freak, and he wanted to. He don't care if he's making any sense anymore. Just do what he say and shut up. That's basically what he's telling people.
Oh yeah, so now it's definitely like what I'm saying, it's all Hollywood. It's for sure scripted. If you know what I'm saying, if you into this if you know about this
Mm.
entertainment life, you if you
Yeah.
follow the trail, like Real shows is like when he put those receipts out there, when
Mm-hmm.
Will put those receipts and then he be connecting dots that I was like, damn, I didn't even see that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, like, but if you follow it, enough and you do listen to people that are helping you follow it, you will see just as where it is. And it's very well Hollywood, and the narrative they're trying to paint at the end of the day is to keep us feuding, to keep us fighting, to put out there, hey, I don't care what he says, but it's definitely splitting people up more than it is putting people together. And that's the problem. If you really out there, be Hollywood, make some money, make a book, do all that. But damn, like we see the narrative, we see who is controlling you, period. And
Mm-hmm.
with that, we
Remember,
just gotta
sis.
keep doing what we doing. Like we cannot
Right.
stop. Like we gotta keep the foot on his neck, period. And pray. That's
Yeah.
it. Like
I'm
But
so
it's just
glad that you changed your mind and that you listened to whoever you had to listen to, whether it was World, whoever, and
yeah.
you just got up out of that. I will say congratulations on that, girl, because you could have. Do you see, like, do you see what's going on over there, and do you
Yeah,
like
thank
think
you
to
so much.
yourself, like,
Man, oh my God.
like,
that.
damn, that could have been me, like, or
I was
I would
so
have been in that.
close. I was so close.
You
That's
have a form,
heartbreaking.
sister. Your name, Miss Janae, if I'm saying it right, you
Janie.
have a form, Jana. You have a form. You're an attractive young lady. People gonna follow you first of all. Second of all, you can talk from hair tutorials to philosophy to poetry, or start doing world travel, and you will get donations, and people will support you to do whatever you want. You don't need that narcissist. And a lot
Right.
of people don't need him. They can do their own thing and make it work. It's hard, but you can do it. You young, you vibrant. I'm sure you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of experience. Just testimony. Give your testimony. Tell who you are and get your following and call it a day. Did that make any sense?
Yeah, and that's why, I just, right now, I just been taking a step back because I had to get myself together. Like, I feel like I'm still on my track, I'm on my path, but I think a part of that path is I'm still healing myself just from my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? My thoughts,
Right.
my confidence, um, things like that. And that's why I'm just like here. That's why I'm here now, and that's why I really do appreciate Real News because he
She went out on me. I was listening intently.
Me too. She might have saw
Yeah, I was.
something
I
in the
was.
chat room. And she reading
Nah,
it like, what do you say?
nah, nah, the connection bad. all
Oh,
over the United States for
yeah,
some
you ain't
strange and
never lied.
unusual reason, man.
Well,
Yeah,
the
boy, it
pandemic,
been
they
crazy, but we're gonna
keeping
get
people.
through it
Yeah,
though. Hopefully,
yes, indeed. Well,
yeah,
if you don't mind me,
yeah.
go
We
ahead
I
and
got so many
reiterate.
damn. Go ahead, brother.
Oh no, you said you had so many. I want to let you finish because I believe that it's very important for us to be polite to each other and show respect because that's.
Hold up, I'm gonna get him to rejoin because he behind me a little bit. Are you right here with me, Keisha,
Yes,
Nissa?
yes, Nisa. It's fine.
Okay, word. See, that's what I'm saying. Like he was, yeah, he was lagging a little bit behind me.
Yeah, he
He was
was. He
lagging
probably
behind,
yeah.
and it's like when I was talking, I think he was, yeah, a couple seconds behind. So we'll get him back up here anyway. See, she just off too on the panel, Jim Jackson. I'll go ahead and then drop the link as well for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? They got anything to say? Okay.
My bad. Yeah, I had to go out and come in because my
Oh no,
phone
you good. You good.
it sounded like I was lagging too a little bit.
Right, right. Now you right there on it
Mhm.
now. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can get him the same way or anybody else that want to join. At times you would have to refresh, but like I say, with a phone, for whatever reason, it do get a little bit of difficult and it does lag. So hopefully that he's not lagging now. Okay, word, we got you back
Hey,
up in the
what's up,
building. What's
brother?
good with it?
Yeah, I didn't know what happened, but yeah, they doing all kind of stuff to keep you.
Yeah, see, before earlier, yeah, exactly. Before earlier, your phone was lagging a little bit. So when I was talking, I think that's
Oh,
what it was, you know what I'm saying, with the failed
yes, sir.
communication. But we
Right
good though.
on.
Yeah, we good
Well,
though. You
the
know what I
whole
mean?
objective is
Right.
for us to come together, man. I got many different blueprints for anybody, including yourself, who want it. I'm not. I want to respond to the person in the
Uh-huh.
chat room. I ain't trying to get everybody to go run back to the motherland because a lot of people into that. They don't want to hear nothing about no Africa, this and that. I get it. I understand that. I've been here in America since most of y'all was born, so I know what's up. My point that I'm making is, yes, sir.
Hey, but look, let me well, that's the thing, even with me, I don't even be wanting to hear about no
I
Africa stuff
understand,
because I
brother.
ain't African. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really yeah, it don't interest me. If it's not coming from an indigenous
No,
perspective,
I
I
can
can't
relate
accept
to
it no
you.
way. Because see, they done colonized. They done brainwashed the shit up out of us. And what has happened is we done turned into niggas that's out here standing up on pedestals thinking that we got the most knowledge only because of our view and our standpoint on certain things. Now, if I was discussing certain things, then I would love for scores of people to come over if we was discussing Kemet and everything that has to do with Egyptology, but that's not my thing, nor am I an Africanist. Now, as far as from a Pan-African, you know what I'm saying, perspective, of course, from an RBG vantage point, I'm a
And
in
that's where
every
I'm coming
situation. It
from.
don't make a damn what
Nah,
it is, no matter if it's
right.
politics. It don't make a fuck what the
Totally,
fuck
I
that it
totally
is.
get
You
it.
see what I'm saying? Yeah, but I can't sit up here. Yeah, because see, I know it's people from different communities that
Right,
tune in. Not everybody is, they don't view things the way that
right.
I view it. So I just leave it open, for anybody to make their decision about it or whatever. That's why, like, even with you up here and us discussing it, and I'm asking you certain stuff, I want to know what your viewpoint is while live. Like
I'd
I'm
be
interviewing you
humbled
pretty
to do
much.
that. I'd be more than happy to share.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. I really love my people of color. That's why I don't use the term black or African or none of that. I just have a descendant from the motherland. My father,
Uh-huh.
Igbo, from what you call Nigeria. I was born in the Blue
Right.
Mountains of Jamaica, and my
Uh-huh.
mother is part
Okay.
Yoruba, and also got a little Indian from India. So I'm going from what I know. I'm not going from
Right.
what I hear. And the leadership that I grew
Right.
up in, I did the research. So I'm only going by that. I don't debate with
Okay.
religions. I don't get caught up. That ain't relevant. If we can't survive and come up with a plan to improve ourselves, then I step back because that's not my agenda to try to convince somebody to believe he's African, indigenous. Hebrew, Islam. Nah, I'm too. I didn't grew past that. So
Okay, and that's my point, and that's why I'm not approaching it from that standpoint, because my views are, you know, a
yes,
little
sir.
different than what yours is. I get what you're saying about saying, well, this would be the solution and the end result of all,
Right.
but this ain't back then, and this is not,
Not
you know what I'm
right.
saying, within the confine of any book.
Nah, I
Where
heard
the
you.
Metu, it's not within the confines of any of this. This has to be approach, you know,
Yes, sir.
in 2020 with actual experience for what we have viewed. We can't like, if you want to, you know, apply certain stuff from that era into this, now that's
That's
another thing,
exactly what I
you know.
do.
But
Go ahead,
if
brother.
you say that, yeah, if you're saying, you know what I'm saying, that you got descendants from Africa and you are in fact Africa, what does that have to do with Clubfoot?
Well,
What that got to do with
he's
Nature Boy? What that got to
perpetrating
do with all this
like
stuff right
he's part of that lineage by his
here?
examples and actions, but they're false pretensions, and everything he's doing, his narrative is split. He's splitting hairs and using a background like it's from there, but it ain't. That's why. That's
Okay.
where I'm coming from with it.
Okay, so when he's doing that, but when he's doing that from an Islamic perspective as well. We do acknowledge that,
Wow,
you know,
Islam.
and about
Well,
how
Islam never told
Islam,
you to
you
be
know what I'm
butt
saying, and
naked,
a
bro.
maxim.
Islam never told you to be
Yeah,
butt naked, but I know what
but
you're
that's the
saying.
science within itself. But what I'm saying is, right, and when he even used Islamic terminologies, though, we have to say, well, this is not what it actually is, because he's not using, you know, pretty much Hebrew terminologies, but he did come through with the
Right,
Babaji and the
right,
mystic, the
right.
melanated mystic or whatever, right? Yeah, but he's not, like, he hasn't made not one attempt whatsoever from at the time that he's done been arrested to make it to Africa.
Exactly,
That was only talk, because if he was to go to Africa, the mass majority of Africans practice
exactly.
Islam.
You're
That's why I'm
not
speaking
lying.
about Islam. That's why I said that I'm not African. Yeah, I'm not African. Now, as far as speaking from a national perspective and us dealing with our nationality, even if we were speaking from a Moroccan perspective, that's still Islam within itself. So when we start talking about being African, know as well as understand geographically, that's only land and land destination, longitude and fucking latitude. Now, we talking about us as a nation of people. I can tell you what nation of people that I come from. Okay.
Right,
Now, I don't know about
right,
him and all this mixed
right.
up shit and
I
astrology and
feel
all that.
you.
I don't have nothing to do with that. Throughout the confines of my report, right, I'm telling you that this is a
Yes,
fuck
sir.
nigga. That's what I'm telling. Period, point blank. And that's why I'm talking about this fuck nigga. Okay, that put my name on a
Right.
fucking shooting range target. So with anything that we can use to back up and to support, making sure that his ass is exposed for all of this crazy shit, I'm all
I
for it.
agree.
100 motherfucking
I
percent.
agree. I
I'm
agree with
all for
you.
it, brother. Yeah,
I agree with you on
100%.
that
I'm all
world.
for it.
Because
Okay.
what he is doing is
Yeah.
toxic. He's trying to make it seem like he's living his life and we should mind
Very.
our business. But at the same token, you're living your life
Mhm.
out here for us to see. Now, he also I seen that video you talking about with the gun range thing now. So that's problematic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That opens the door for me to be
Right.
able to just chew your
Right.
ass up. If I'm world, I'm thinking about bringing your ass down in any way. Your money,
You feel
the
me?
people that come out there.
Yo.
I'm trying to stop all that shit because clearly. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So
no, I was just gonna
no,
say
go ahead, sis, go
clearly
ahead.
he feel like
You were saying clearly.
we attacking him, and that's the narrative I want to stop here. Like while I have this platform right quick, let me just say this real quick, right? Because in certain aspects, that is true. We do need to protect our black men. We do need to stand up for our black men. We do need to stand up for our black women. Okay, that is a fact. However, people, and you got to comprehend this. When our black women or black men are doing things that are harmful to others, we have to hold them accountable. Period. Point blank. If they're doing something that can destruct you or harm you or put you in any kind of harm's way, I don't give a fuck what it is. You gotta hold them accountable. Okay? Stop hitting me with that, oh, y'all trying to take a black man down shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Because if you were doing a righteous thing, ain't shit that I could do to bring you down. Nothing I could do to bring you down if you walk in this path righteously. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying perfect. I said righteous. You know what I'm saying? When you try to make the right decisions all the time, even when, like he say, make the right decision when no one's looking. Even he fucking say that shit. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, people, we got a whole nation more accountable for his shit. And all that, he like to always throw, y'all trying to bring a black man down. Nah, nigga. You ain't no innocent black man. You ain't out here just doing the right thing. You poisoning and being toxic. We got to be able to pull out and weave out the toxicity in our community. And that's that.
That's just it, period, point blank. And we on the same page with that shit right there. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And see, just by me reporting on it, that means, brother, that I'm not taking it to the physical with this shit right here, okay? You see, the karma within itself, when you do fuck shit like that, right, it far exceeds of on what a motherfucker can say, okay? I understand that, you see. Throughout my travels, throughout my life, I've seen it done before. See, this is a motherfucker that's hollering out, this motherfucker crying. He already know in one way, shape, form, or fashion or another, he already see the ending. He already see it, and he keep trying to flex and move on to different little shit, run to different platforms, and to try to manipulate people into listening to what the fuck that he's saying. But it's too many receipts on his ass that prove what his agenda is, despite the people that people are not talking about, okay? The entertainers, as well as the ex-TV shows that this motherfucker was on. People just keep talking about shit. People keep talking about the fuck shit. You figure, damn me, because they haven't did any research, okay? When I'm reporting on some shit, I'm not only giving you something that's accurate, but I'm gonna give it to you in depth. And I'm telling you, this motherfucker was on the Monique show. This motherfucker said it in a motherfucker article. I'm about to pull that shit up while we up here and show you what I'm talking about. You can't feed me that bullshit and think I don't understand that there are, in fact, people that back this fucking psyop right here. It's people that's done put money on this shit that we done showed and proved. It don't have nothing to do with Africa. It don't have nothing to do with Kemet. It don't have nothing to do with being a Hebrew Israelite. It don't have nothing to do with being a Yoruban. None of that. Look, it don't have nothing to do with none of that. Burning sage or none of that. This is nothing but a backing and an enforcement by the powers that be, which is elitism within itself. Now, when I was speaking about this and I was talking about politics, right? People wasn't able to stay on track. They wasn't able to receive the information. But if I'm speaking in layman's term and I'm talking about this nigga here, it's the most perfect time to be able to give it to an individual. It won't be hard for them then. They won't have to use that much motherfucking brain capacity to understand what's going on. And if you ain't seen the shit right in front of your eye, I'm gonna show you in a minute.
Now you accurate on that. You breaking up.
Show you in a minute. I'm breaking up.
Oh, now I can hear you. Yeah,
you went out for a second.
Okay, word. Okay, yeah, no, what I was saying was I'm gonna make sure that I show y'all this right here. Like, I'm gonna have to dig these damn receipts up right quick and just show you this shit just from the website and the website alone. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like, when the article was put out, I didn't even see this. Like I say, one of the beamers came through and said, yo, I need you to see this shit right here. And when I seen it, I just was like, word. So this how Clubfoot moving. He said it. I'm about to pull it up now. He said this shit in the article. Yeah, I used to play on the Monique show.
I'm sorry.
That ain't some shit. You don't just tell a motherfucker.
Yeah, what do that mean?
Clubfoot. Anybody? Ask the sister. I think the sister might know what Clubfoot means. I think she might know.
From my understanding,
Lisa, you know
the
what
reason why
means?
I thought you called him Clubfoot is because how he walked, and he always walked barefoot, and how he walked, like how his feet turned in, like he looked like he had club. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's just me. Because he used to be on some. He used to be on some outside nature shit, right? And walking barefoot like he was a Jesus, a Messiah or something, right? And then we'll be and we'll be watching him, and then world will break that shit down. Like, do y'all see how this nigga walking?
Hey, be real.
So I
Tell it
think
like it
that's where it
is.
came from.
Educate.
Yo,
But
man.
please correct me if I'm wrong, world. I thought that's where it came from.
Nah, no, that's
Thank you for the
exactly where the
enlightenment.
fuck
Now
that
I
it
know.
came from. And like I said, dealing
I'm
with
all
Club
about
Will.
knowledge. The more I learn, the
Yeah,
better.
man, that's all that it is, man.
We
Hey,
You
spent
on
a lot of
point with
time
what
on
you
other
said,
that's
panels.
man.
what's up. That's what's up.
I'm sorry.
And like
Me and World have spent a lot of time on other panels and private chats and stuff, just elaborating on it. So that's why I say
Oh, okay.
I'm quite sure that's where he got it from, because we done called him Clubfoot since shit as long as I can remember.
Knowledge
as
is
long as
power.
World been,
The
as long
more
as
you
World been
know.
talking about him,
oh yeah.
as long as I can remember, he's been calling him Clubfoot for short. AK.
But I'm glad you put all this knowledge into fruition because it helped me understand. Because I didn't pay that much attention to them. I just wondered why so many people followed them. That confused me. I'm like, because I've been shadow banned on YouTube for a
Man,
long time.
don't
So
let
it's kind of hard. It could
you know why? You know why?
tell me.
You know why? Because of you titling videos what supposed to not be spoken on. See, it's a way how to and how
Oh,
not
okay.
to say a thing. Okay. Now the people that are able to just openly talk about that, see, those are the ones that's done signed the paper. They done signed the
Oh.
terms of agreement, whether they channels
Oh.
monetized or not. You see,
That bitch.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
I
all that is.
remember.
Right. I sit over here. Hey, look at here. Hey, I throw them out. Hey, look, I throw them out so hard sometimes, man. I call my live stream a period. I just call it a period.
Right.
Sometimes I, you know what I'm saying?
Now I
Just fuck
get
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't need to
No,
know.
they
They don't need to
don't.
know what the hell going on. Yeah, they don't need to know, man. Hey, look here, man. They be paying too
Yeah.
close attention to shit, man. Like straight the fuck up. But hold on, I got my sister up in the building too.
Right
My
on.
RBG sister
What's
up in
up?
the
What's
building.
up?
What's up,
What's up,
Z?
family? What's up, my king? How y'all doing? Listen, I just want to speak on the
We good.
polygamy.
Oh.
So this guy right
Yeah.
here,
You kind of breaking up.
okay, can you hear
You
me
breaking
now?
up.
I'm on New York. I'm walking the street. I'm still on my vacation. So the brother,
Uh-oh.
my father is from. I'm gonna go
You
to the
might have to
car.
get.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. I'm gonna let her. Hey, look, sis. If you can hear me right now, just get somewhere at a still spot and just stand there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because the
Yeah,
Wi-Fi,
I'm trying to
the
get away.
signal breaking up bad. Yeah,
Okay,
just
I'm
stand
trying to get
wherever
away
you
from
at.
the subway. Y'all just keep talking.
Okay, so
Can
you
you
to the
hear me
corner
now?
right there.
We can hear you.
Oh, word. Oh, okay, word.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, yeah,
Now
basically.
what you
So
were
my
saying?
father is from Sudan, South Sudan. My grandfather had like 13 wives. When he came to the United States, I used to go visit my grandfather and I used to ask him about the polygamy. First of all, he said in America, black men can't do polygamy. You got to have money.
No.
You got to have wealth. You have to own something. You have to have ownership to have all those wives. Number one.
Hello. I
Number
agree.
two,
That's what I
how
said.
are you, sister? How are you? So I'm getting ready to tell you where it came from the beginning. I forgot what tribe,
Mm.
but in Africa when they was going to war, a lot of the men, when they would go off to war, a lot of men will come back and they wouldn't come back. So a lot of the women in the village, they didn't have husbands to take care of them. So some of the women who had husbands came together and they decided to share their husbands to keep the village going. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
Because
sister,
if
that's
they
not every
didn't,
tribe, but I hear what you're saying.
listen, brother, first of all, brother, listen, that's what I'm saying for you. Let me finish. And then you can jump in like Michael Jordan, but let me finish. I'm going to say that certain tribes in Africa practice this. Not every tribe practices, but I am speaking of the beginning of how it started. It started from women. It never started from a man perspective. Women started this. That's the first thing you have to understand. Women decided to share their husbands with other women for an economic purpose, for a purpose to keep that culture and that bloodline growing. Because if they hadn't, okay, let's for instance, I got you, I got World, I got Okay, we got it's village on this panel right here. And if you and World, okay, if I'm married to World and World got his other woman, right? And if you two go off to war and you die and only World come back, we only got one man. It's one man in the village. And it's no more men. It's no more men it's no more men for the women to have more children. So that means I'm trying to get away from the train. So it's a train. I'm so sorry. New York Transit.
We're trying to make out whatever we can at this point right here.
Okay, it's going. So basically, there would be no more men to keep the village, the tribe alive. So the women came up with this. It never was a man perspective. You get what I'm saying? And thirdly, in America, you cannot be a polygamist because you have to have something. My grandfather was a doctor in Sudan, so he had 13 wives. He all sent them to college. He took care of them. They didn't have to go out and ask for no handouts. They all his children. My dad is from the first wife because the first wife controls all the wives, just like Velvet. That's how my grandmother was. And when my grandfather died, she didn't give none of those wives anything. They had to sue. They had to come to the United States and sue my grandmother. And my grandfather, he said if he had to do it all over again, he wouldn't do it because it was very stressful. So I asked my grandfather, I'm like, Granddad, so how was you having sex? He like, man, you don't have sex with all of those wives. You can't do it. He said you would be dead a long time ago. You would have been dead. And also in back when they first started, each woman represents something. So like if I'm a nurse, I'm the nurse in the tribe. You may have a teacher in the tribe. So the women, they just wasn't used as sex. They was used, it was economics.
Yes, I agree with you.
It wasn't all about sex. It was like if I'm a nurse, you might and then you sister, you might be a counselor. So if I'm the nurse, if someone needed to talk to somebody, they will go to you. So every woman played a part in that house. It just wasn't we gonna have sex and do this dumb shit that Nasty Nature Boy is doing. It was about economics. It was
growth.
business. It was about preserving
growth. Yes.
Right,
yes.
and it was preserving the bloodline of that village and those people. That's what I wanted to
said. I don't mean to interrupt, but you said what I was trying to say. Pretty much, you said what I was trying to say earlier about it's about now that we're in the system of the white man and we living to survive here. We have to go in order to be able to be free to do what you want. You got to have the money, and not just money, but also goods too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that.
But something else, you can still be living in Babylon and still be free. It's balance because everywhere you go now, Babylon is in Africa. Babylon is in the Caribbean.
It's everywhere
because they're selling. So what you can do though, you can still live right here in America and still not be connected to Babylon. It's how you balance. It's how you live your life. First of all, you gotta decide what type of life you want in America. If you don't want to wear no Jordans, don't buy no Jordans. If you want to keep that car that you've been had for 20 years and it's working and you don't have a car, don't buy a new car. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, sister, you've been talking for a while. I'd like to respond to some of the things you're saying.
Yeah, I got to get her in a stable spot with a stable connection, man. I'm gonna have to redrop the link, yo, because it's like her connection is real bad. Yeah. Like I was even trying to listen for a second. I couldn't really hear her as good as what I noticed. Want to be heard right
King,
now. So,
but I wanted to say some of the things she was saying, you know, for her and her Sudan father, I get that. I'm Igbo. My father's from the motherland too. we have a lot of people that comes from various parts of the motherland that practice polygyny. She may not agree or acknowledge or even respect where I'm coming from, but that's neither here or
Okay.
there. I'm not trying to marry her. I'm not trying to convince her to do nothing. I'm trying to explain to my people in America that there's a lot of culture that has bonded our families together and kept our stuff going. And whether we be in Babylon or over in the motherland, it's still going to be corrupt if you ran by corrupt individuals.
Like
Polygyny is
Clubfoot.
not a. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, like Clubfoot. If you got somebody that's running
Yeah,
it like Clubfoot, it's gonna always be
yeah,
corrupt. That's why,
yeah,
like
because, right.
the
And so,
highlight
you know,
and the
you,
emphasis, the highlight and the
right,
emphasis are on things that have been done that we've seen. You know, that we've seen that is in
exactly.
fact wrong. Like
Exactly. And
earlier
I
when I
totally
began the
agree.
live stream, yeah,
Uh-huh.
and he was trying to stunt in front and play like that his gym jank wasn't hard when he was dancing with his daughter. While we all know, in fact, that's incorrect. That's not true. We all
Wow.
seen it. Yeah, he
World, can
tried
I
to.
also add that he said that he can give his daughter his sperm to drink as milk.
What the
Can we
fuck?
yes,
Are
can
He
we
you,
said
say
did
that.
he
that?
literally
He
say
said what?
something like
Yes,
that?
he literally,
You,
and if world got it, world should play it. Literally
you
what
say
he said out of his mouth.
That nigga
I'm trying to
mad.
figure out
He
when was that?
mad sick.
When
I don't even comprehend no shit like that. You know,
when
I'm
he said
surprised
that
he's
about the
still
sperm?
alive.
Remember?
What he said about the
Okay,
sperm?
okay. World, remember when Velvet was leaving, right? She left and
Huh?
then she came back. But she came right back and they did a live because when she left that time, I guess she was gonna leave a baby. But they ain't had no milk because baby Eliana drinks from the breast. So they were
Right.
trying to come
Right.
up with ways of how they could feed her. And while he was on live, okay, and they're all discussing what kind of milk to give her in supplement of breast milk, he goes out and throws the joke, we could just give her my semen or sperm or some
Word.
shit like that. He said,
Somebody
I
should have hit
swear to
that nigga
God.
in the head with the
I
law
swear to
right
God.
there. Somebody should have
I
hit
swear
that
to God.
motherfucker in the head with a brick. I'm sorry,
Because
man,
Look,
but
look.
hey, there's
his
laws against
logic
shit
is
like
that
that. Nigga
his
gotta die.
sperm, hold on, his logic is that, and this is disgusting, but this is his logic. He thinks that his sperm carries, which it might do, but it's not for a child. That's number one. And two, if your sperm does carry DNA or information that could be passed on, why would you want your
They ain't
child?
got shit to do with drinking milk.
Exactly.
Fuck all that bullshit.
Thank
I
you.
can't even talk on that shit with no logical direction. That's some
No.
straight up bullshit.
That's
That
what I was
nigga
trying.
No.
You
sick.
finish my statement. You finish my statement. Even if that is
Sorry.
true, what that got to do with a baby drinking milk? That's what I was gonna say.
Man.
What that don't
Man,
make no
fuck
sense.
all
You
that
a
shit.
pervert. He's a whole
Now let's
pervert
be
out here.
honest, per. That nigga need to be stoned. But that's
Hey
just my
yo.
opinion. Fuck all that.
Hey yo.
No.
What kind?
I'm
What kind of
sorry.
information? What kind of information is more enriching than getting the milk for the baby, despite if it's almond milk or whatever the hell kind of milk, goat milk,
Right.
whatever the fuck kind of milk that it is. You know what I'm saying? Soy or silk. I don't give a fuck what it is, but I'm just saying, how in the hell
That
could a
nigga need to
person
be
even?
stoned. Fuck all that. He's on a whole nother level. He a
What the?
criminal, man. He's a
I'm
pedophile
just saying
criminal.
though.
And I don't even get that
Okay.
shit.
Okay, Z. I know because Z tuning in. I think Z done got her in a spot now. Z, you
Okay,
good
but
right
before
now,
Z
right?
say something, let me respond to Z so she can know where I'm coming from, if that's okay with you,
Okay,
brother.
okay. Go right ahead.
All right, Z, I'm not. I don't mean no
Oh, you
disrespect,
good?
but
No, I don't mean to cut you off, brother. No, you wasn't. I know where you going. I know the energy, and you got to get that food out, and that food is good. It's positive, and it's flowing. I know we good. I see you. We see each other. You don't have to explain. I understand you. We cool, brother. All right?
okay, I didn't really say
Yeah.
nothing, but okay.
No, it's love. It's love. I'm just saying, you ain't even got that energy. We good. I know you. I know where you was coming. I know. I got you. I got you. I know.
Okay.
It's all good. It's love, brother. It's love.
Well, I
That's
think
what's
I
up.
think that I think everybody needs to hear another side as well. You know, you
Yeah.
got it, but they may not got it. And I
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
make
Then
sure they
go
understand
ahead.
that
Go ahead.
you
Go
have
ahead.
different type. I'm talking right now, sister. You
Mhm.
have a lot of people from the motherland, and each culture is different. Everybody culture is not the same in the continent, even though the Caucasians trying to put it out there like that. And in certain tribes, especially in Ethiopia, Sudan, Eritrea, a lot of the women was a matriarch that promoted polygyny for that reason. But in other countries, it wasn't performed like that. A lot of men had wives for other purposes other than just them being rich and the women coming because he had the money. They wanted family. They wanted to build a tribe. They wanted to empower their country. And what better way to do that is having a man having more than one wife to have many children that was capable of doing that. So my fact and my focus was on that alone. And I'm not trying to encourage, especially in America, any women to jump on the flock to be with a man that have more than one wife for the purposes of money or to just produce children if you don't have a foundation laid down and you have a purpose behind it. And then I ended up with that on that behalf.
Yeah, I want to speak about when you all was talking about Nature Boy and his dick, how he gonna make the excuse after how many months now you're gonna say, oh, it was my battery. Negro, that was your dick rising to the top while you was dancing with your daughter. That wasn't no battery. How many of us had a battery in our pocket? How the battery move to the middle of your organ? That was your dick. And if you, Nature Boy, Nasty Boy, Club Foot, Bottom Feeder, if you watching, that was your dick. That was your dirty, infested dick that got hard while you was dancing with your daughter.
That's the whole
That
fact.
was not no battery. Okay, we know what we saw. That shit was rising. We saw it as it rose and got hard. We saw it as it rose and got hard and pointed. What you talking about, a battery?
If it was a battery, why at the time did his wife not just say, "Oh, okay, well then just take the battery out your pants," because that looked kind of weird, you know? I mean, it looked kind of weird. You know?
Exactly. King World, why didn't he say? Why didn't he say, "Oh, baby," when she was saying change, and why didn't he say, "Oh no, baby, that's my battery. Let me take it out. See y'all, that's my battery." That's all you had to do because that was his dick.
Right.
Okay, so for me, Eliana is not a credible source. I watched Eliana punch her baby's father in the face while holding her 4-month-old baby, or maybe the baby was 5 months at the time, 6. I'm not sure. She was still little though. So for me, she's just reckless. You know what I'm saying? So we can't expect her.
Yeah.
We can't expect her to stand up. You know what I'm saying? In those clutch moments, because she's a little chicken brain. She a chicken head, like what Wise said. Her brain too little. She thinks she's smarter than everybody, but she really not. She's only following behind the narcissist. So I mean,
right, sister. But sister, I don't know. I called her. It was a live that they did where you was commentating on it. It was when they were still in Cookie House, and she was in the room by herself, and her baby was like, Ileana was being like real reckless, and I saw Velvet pick Eliana up and kind of throw her. You know how some people, she forgot that she was on camera, so she kind of flinged her. But then when she remembered in her brain that she was on camera, so then she kind of like picked her up. But I saw her like fling her like that, and it was just a little bit. And from that little bit of what I saw, I said, no, you don't want that baby. That baby, I know for a fact, that baby is a tool to keep Nature Boy, because she knows that's the only way she can keep Nature Boy and stay close to Nature Boy, and she's willing to take whatever he give her, because you gotta remember, Velvet has psychological problems herself.
Exactly.
A cousin had did a live with another YouTuber. I won't bring up their name. And the YouTuber interviewed a cousin, and a cousin said that Velvet then had psychological problems from a child. And then when her father, Pop Marquez, even stated that when he was driving her to that college, she was spazzing out in the back seat, and he was going to drive her to the psych ward, but she calmed down. So they bring out each other. They the opposite of each other. They need to be together. Serious. She don't need to be with nobody with normal wrecking their life. He doesn't need to be with anyone normal wrecking their life. All the combination, they need to find them a world and be on that world. The only problem I have is the children.
Agree.
I don't give a fuck. I'm telling y'all, I don't give a fuck about none of those young, broken ass adults. But those children, that's what my heart is for those children, because they
Me
don't
too.
have
I
a
agree.
choice. And what's going to happen if those children do not get out of carbonation? What's going to happen is they're going to be the product of their parents. And if they come back in the real world with us, around us, you don't know if they can be pedophiles or they can be murderers.
Mm.
That's what could happen if those children do not get up out of there.
Yeah, that's a definite mic drop, and that's what I think everybody, you know what I'm saying, basically should be focusing on, the children and what could possibly
Yep.
happen to them, you know. And I stated that within my book in chapter 4, you know, about the child and what her being influenced to. See, it'd be, like I said, worse than, you know, the movie Cuties, you know, not to even make an analogy for that, because I don't wish
Right.
that on her or any child. But the stuff that she sees on a daily basis, psychologically, she gonna indoctrinate that. That shit gonna be a part of her psyche.
Right.
She's gonna think it's perfectly okay, just like we clearly seen him laying in the bed with his shirt off. His daughter on the live stream with her shirt off. The little girl reaching and grabbing. He sprawled out
All
on the
of them
bed,
in the bed.
you know,
With all of them in the bed.
kissing his wives in the bed with the baby
In the
present.
bed.
Like,
Did you see that?
how can you
I
have
mean,
intimate thoughts or intimate dealings with a woman with your child right there? Like, how
Where
sick
is
are
he
you to do something
located
like that?
now?
she can
Is there
grow
a way
up
they
and
can
let you
Oh,
know
report
what
man,
that?
she can grow up and be
man,
another Aya. She can grow up and be a prostitute. She can grow up and let men take advantage of her. And there's so many negative dynamics that this female baby could mentally have. She can grow up and she can pedophile some boys. She can do the same thing to little girls.
yeah, she tough anyway. She was doing little Jahumi like that. She was beating up on little Jahumi at a young age. She was getting at him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
because
then
that's
on the
what
flip
she's seeing.
flip
Did you not see
side,
on the live stream? Hold on for a second, sister. Did you not see on the
yeah,
live stream how the baby was choking Babaji? That's because she done
yeah,
seen
yeah.
Babaji
She
choking
didn't
her
see
mama
him
out.
do her mama. Yep, yep.
Yeah, that's
Where
what
is
that
he
is,
located at right now, you all?
That
man.
horrified me. I was
I
like,
forgot what
oh shit.
video.
Where are
That's
they
the one that
located at right now?
you just
I
uploaded.
forgot
That's
what
the one
video
that
it's on.
you
Where
just
are they
did it like a
located right
couple of
now?
days.
Hold on,
I don't
sis.
know.
What I'm saying is, I don't forgot what video it is. I pretty much showed people the area where he's
No,
at.
not the
Like, I ain't
video.
really in the business.
Right,
Yeah, I ain't in the business of, you know what I'm saying, stalking
I don't
people and
know.
shit. But we just
right.
reporting
I
on it. You
get
feel
it.
what I'm saying?
You
So
gotta
I don't
yeah,
report
really.
that though, man. Cause that kind of
yeah,
stuff is
I don't have to, because I'm the reporter, so I don't have to report
right,
it. I mean, like,
right.
I'm live.
No,
You know
no,
what
I
I'm saying?
get that.
I don't have to
No,
do nothing. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like
We have
that
to
ain't
tell
within my
people to
job
report
description.
if they know where he at. No, it ain't your job, brother.
Man,
You doing
I don't even
100% right now.
see. I don't incite anything. You see, it's just, you know, it's
Right,
what you do. You know, after the
right.
information have been provided. See,
hmm
I don't
Right,
incite
I
stuff.
feel
That's
you.
like
I don't have like
that's like
a You
That's
feel me? Like
that's
a telethon type of
mhm.
shit, saying,
No,
yo,
I feel
go
you.
get him and
Yeah.
this and that.
That's like
I'm a
an
father to
Think
independent.
three
about how many
children at
people.
home. That's why it concerned me.
Hold on, I want y'all to hear me for a second. I want you to think about the amount of people that actually support him, and with the amount of people that actually support him, understand that they will have an issue with me actually taking him down. Because if I took him down, then they simply wouldn't have anything else to talk about. We got a multitude of shit to talk about over this motherfucker, but I'm just saying, you know, like I say, we reporting on this as it's happening. Okay, we getting updates with the updates on all this shit, so you cannot be upset. Once again, this motherfucker put my name on a shooting range, goddamn target. Okay, so that's why I will continue to talk about this motherfucking shit. But I'm not the person to call in and say this person did this or that. The receipts are right here. That's why this show is open for anybody to call in, for anybody to talk. We're here to make it make sense. Now, what you get from it as you're watching it, hey, that's what you do. What you do. You do what you do. All I'm doing is just chronicling all of this shit right here together. I don't want to make it look good. I don't want it to be funny, cute, and all that shit or whatever. Although we sit over here laugh and then joke or whatever, but people's lives are in fact at stake, and there's even more people that'll fall victim to a motherfucking cult that we won't fucking hear about, that won't be on Instagram. So that's why I do what I do. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all that it is, man. It ain't no extra shit. I ain't reporting shit. It ain't even in my DNA. You know what I'm saying? From the street to be reporting some shit. You know, people that tune in, they do whatever the fuck that they want to. But me, on the other hand, I don't want anybody to think that, you know, this is what my channel was about. It's not negatively nor racially charged. It's just it's a free flowing platform where you can come up and discuss anything that's being discussed at the time. That's all that it is. Now, if you decide to do that, or anybody else that's listening, hey, that's what's up. You do what you do. Hopefully we'll see the effectiveness behind this. I have the effectiveness with the receipts with all of this shit right here. Not just posting the video about the shit, but when we've had engagements. Not only me, my co-host Miss Meek, various other people, Peace to the Gods, Mac J. There's a lot of people came up. Miss Joanne, Logos. There's been a lot of people I said that have spoke about this shit, and we're continuing to do so. So just in case new people stumble upon this shit, they'll be like, what is all them people over there sitting around and talking about or whatever? What they talking about? You see? So then when the people that's tuning in, I want them to be able to hear each and every one of y'all clear as fuck, because they may be one of those people low-key that subscribe to Carbonation. You feel me? That'll be over here listening and might just change their motherfucking mind. You feel what I'm saying? But I got y'all. Y'all good, though. Y'all good.
Hey, I just want to say one thing. I'm sorry. I want to give a shout out to World for always allowing us to be able to come and speak on your platform about this, because a lot of people don't do that as well. And you always give us a different perspective, and you are also very logical. So it's always good to talk with other people who are very logical as well and open their platform up to have opinions. You know, so I want to give you a shout out, and I want to thank you for that, World. That's it.
Hey, you to the Gucci, you always welcome, okay? You already know what it is, man. Yeah, you already know. I got the Peanut Nola 504. I got the indigenous chief up in the building. What's going on, brother?
I'm just laughing because now he's deflecting, saying that it. Could you hear me? Because you know I'm a truck driver and I don't want to disrespect.
Oh, I can hear you.
I
can hear you good, bro.
The whole thing now he's deflecting, saying that was a walkie-talkie and it was not him having an erection. You have to be a silly rabbit to believe that this man was not getting a hard on for his child. He was drunk, intoxicated. Let's call it what it was. He was drunk, intoxicated. The fact that he's a manipulator, he's a sick ass, punk ass bitch, and want to sit here and not man up to the fact that he had an erection for his child. The bottom line is the dude should have been locked up a long time ago. It is what it is. Strip that fucking name Chief off his back, because he can never be the original people. Okay, because the original people don't act like that. That bitch is a mutt. Okay, something is wrong. He's want to put downloads in people because he got downloads in his asshole. Okay, that is what it is. I'm so sick of this bitch out here just actually a filthy ass man. He's a filthy man who should be shamed upon. Okay, he should be shamed upon to be a man that sit there and allow a dog to lick his shit. We talk about the kids, but when you talk about a person who has messed with animals also, okay, It don't just go with him messing around with children. He also mess around with animals. He called that fucking nature. That's what this sick bastard calls nature. And I don't have nothing against those who want to be in polygamy. That is, if you, sir, the guy that's on here, are you born and raised in Africa? Could I ask the young man, is he born and raised in Africa?
Wise Nubian.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah.
I said that I was born in the Blue Mountains of Jamaica. My father is Igbo from what you call Nigeria.
Okay, so that is your culture.
The culture, not so much as the way you all present polygamy or polygyny here, but I come from that. My father had 4 wives himself.
Okay, Nature Boy is not born on he's not from your he's not from your country, and he's not
Right,
from.
I've already said that. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Well, he's on
So,
some perverted stuff.
yes.
I've been saying that.
So the unreal shit that he's doing, he's using polygamy not to build nations. He's using it as a form of sexual abuse. Okay,
He needs to go to jail. He needs to be under the jail. I don't know. In my culture, he wouldn't have what he using right now because we chopped that off. That's the first thing we do. So we stopped them kind of problems before it started. But I ain't in America. I'm not in my country. I'm in America. So I know they got other rules. I just don't get how it's being promoted so much out here because, I don't get it.
But American people here are the original people in America. We are not the immigrants in our land. The people here in America are the original Indians. We are the original Indians. Only 98% of Africans were that came here to America. So we have been here before the Atlantic slave trade. And I have nothing against other people's cultures, but we don't have to copy other people's cultures. We don't have to be in polygamy. We don't have to be a part of these cultures. That's y'all cultures. So the bottom line is, I get sick and tired of some of these people who are copying other people's culture and not understanding who your culture is. Okay?
I totally agree with you.
And that's all I'm saying. We have different tribes also. We have several different tribes here in America that and the king that sits on this throne, the king that I see on this throne, this brother World News is a chief in my eyes. He's a chief in leadership. He's exposing some of the demons that's out here. Okay? So the bottom line is we just got to find, if you are truly, I would love to see you talk to this evil devil about polygamy and the way it's supposed to be run. So I'm going to mute the mic.
Yeah. Well, I can't really talk to a demon, so I would never waste my energy confronting the sound bite that comes out his mouth or hearing anything he got to say. He have shown and proved how sick he is. There's no way I would put any kind of energy in talking to anybody like that. Everybody have their own thing. My thing is children see this food. Children, young people see this food. And we need to make sure that we are not supporting or condoning what he do. And that's what I want to do more than anything. Because my concern is never to be in that type of society with any of my kind dealing with that dude. So that's where I'm coming from.
What's up, everybody on the panel? Wise, Niza,
Respect.
Giselle, Peanut, World. What's good, everybody?
What up? What up?
Where's
What up?
Chiefess? What up, Chiefess?
Hey, Miss Me.
I just want, I'm gonna throw a little bit of curveball. I know y'all talk about all that, but getting back to Dusty and Silver, I want to talk about this dry hump thing. Miss Joanne asked a question. This dry hump thing. I don't know not a single fucking adult that's gonna dry hump. Man, if I told my husband I just want to dry hump, that nigga gonna look at me like I done flew over the cuckoo nest. This lady think me crazy. I'm sorry. Now it's time. Now it's time to talk about it. You did a dry hump, girl. Bye. You know, damn dry hump. What the hell is that? You did that when you was what? Some middle school, some, you know, we ain't finna try nothing, but you know, the dude's still trying. But that was like when we were kids. You don't try him, and we know him better than that. We know him better than that. He's not gonna do that. That's something he's not gonna do. You get on top of your pants is coming down, or your tablecloth's coming up.
Exactly. Exactly. Either once he on you, it's a wrap, or he not gonna be on you. Either she let him get her in the booty, or she didn't. Bottom line. But it wasn't no dry hump. He don't go like that. He ain't not him.
Oh, hold on one second, y'all. I got a phone call. Be right back.
No. But okay, you all were speaking of the flags. I saw many flags. I saw many flags in Sybil. Another flag I saw in Sybil is when she was saying that she was a witness to many abusive things he did to Velvet and he did to the other women. Now, like I continue to say, she could have did something. She could have did something to stop it, but she didn't want to do anything to stop it because she wanted to use it in our book. Listen, I'm telling y'all, Sybil know what she was doing. Sybil come from a pedigree. She did videos. She had a sister that's already in a Hollywood, which is Hollywood, which is hella weird. So she already had an agenda. She's been donating to Nature Boy, she said, for 4 years. So she's been donating money. So she already knew his pattern. She knew what's been going on over there in Carbonation when it was different names. She said the first personal encounter she had with him is when he came up to New York and he came to her condo. He asked her if she had something to wash his hair. She gave him some organic shampoo to wash his hair. They went out to dinner, she said. She said that when they got in her car and he drove her car, he didn't open the car door for her. She was pissed off at that. So when I say she saw the red flags, she saw many red flags because certain things he said to her, she didn't like. She said she didn't like. She kept them to herself. But you still went over there. You still took your ass over there. She went over there for a reason because Nature Boy had promised her things. Because you got to remember, they went out on a date when they were here in New York. And I believe, just like any woman, you meet a man and you meet a man. Okay, this is how some of us do. You meet a man. You don't like that man. You don't like the things about him. But you have that moment where you all may go out and you may share dinner. And she started falling for him. She started falling for Nature Boy because they had a one-on-one. I believe Nature Boy told her if she come to Carbonation, she will be his #1 wife. That's what I believe. And when her sister transitioned, when her sister died, that really made her just say, forget it, I'm just gonna go. She went over there. She found out that she wasn't going to be #1. She found out that Velvet will always be in the picture until he kill her off or make an excuse or make up a narrative so Velvet can get locked up and he can take his daughter. But it didn't go. It didn't go her way. She got mad. So her second ammunition was that book. Now, he could be in on it with the book because I noticed he haven't said nothing negative about her in the book. And everybody that leaves that talks, Nature Boy has some shit to say. Why he haven't drugged Sybil? He hasn't drawn
You know
her
why?
to the dog,
He,
to the
he,
wolves
You know
yet.
why? You know why,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Giselle?
Cause he in on it.
Hey,
You know
look,
why?
look. I'm glad that you and Miss Meat up here at the same time. Cause Miss Meat, when I mute up, I'm gonna share the screen and I'm gonna let y'all chop it up with the chop it up. But do you remember when I showed you that woman that was on them pictures with Monique that was connected to Boss Player?
I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, I'm going to scroll through the article and I will highlight it once I get there and show you where this Negro said that he was on the motherfucking Monique show. Okay, I'm muting up.
Oh yeah, I know he was. I see he was a little boy. Yeah, he grew up now. Yeah, he was. I recognize him. Go ahead.
Who was
Mr.
on the
Meek,
Monique show?
you
Dusty?
don't no. This you don't recognize when you see him, the one who I don't know his names. I don't know their names, but it's the one who in California when he had his women laying on the beach. Remember World did a video
Oh
about it.
no,
He had them laying
he
on
was
the
on
beach.
something else. He was on
What
the other show.
no,
What the?
he was on Monique. He was on Monique.
Oh, okay.
He was on Monique. He did episodes on Monique. Yeah, you gotta see he was little. You gotta when you see his face, then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember him. You gotta see his face. Hey, Miss Me, do you remember when World did talked about his baby mama, Nature Boy, baby mama, the one who he redesigned her face, and she put pictures up of her face being bloody. The one who we have the baby by.
Yeah. His wife, his
Okay,
ex-wife.
what his
Hold on,
wife? Okay,
we say he also have claimed to work on the Monique show, talk show hosted by the Atlanta comedian of the same name. Who's the Atlanta comedian? Oh, so
wait,
no, that was
Nature Boy.
Dusty. Yeah.
Nature Boy. Okay, I gotta see this. Nature Boy said he worked on the Monique show. Okay, I
Yeah,
got to
that's
see
what it's
this.
saying.
I got to see this. Nature Boy, Nature Boy have not. He lying. That's a lie. He lying for his bio. Nature Boy has never worked on the Monique show. I watched that show faithfully. Nature Boy black ass was never on no Monique show. He
But you know
lied.
what, Giselle? But you know what, Giselle?
Listen, Z. Listen, Z.
Hold up.
Listen, Z. On
Okay,
some real
let me.
shit. Now, I'm going to show you the receipts of a lady that's connected with Monique. Now, the lady
Oh,
that actually allowed for him to be on the. Listen to me. The lady
okay.
that made it possible for him to be on a 24-hour Airbnb live. Carbonation was on there. This lady is in a relationship with a guy that's friends with a woman on Facebook that's on a whole bunch of pictures with Big Monique. Okay. So when he say that he
Okay.
worked on the show, it don't say within the article that he was an actor on the show. It said that he
Oh,
worked
okay.
on the show. Okay. So I
Okay.
understand
Okay.
how people wash money and how people actually put money into stuff. That's the main thing that I want y'all to see with this article.
Oh,
Because look,
okay.
check
Okay.
this out. Check this out now. And this article right here, this is the article where that girl that went missing when Nature Boy was talking about that then. See, look, I'm gonna go back to the top of this. Look at the date on it. Look, check peep game now. You see this? This is on March the 20th, 2017. Right here. This is when he was talking about this girl right here, Kayla Reed. You see, this was before the BBC interview and all this stripper to the cult leader and all this stuff. Now he ain't just tell them damn people at that damn news place and shit that he just worked at the Monique show just to be saying that shit. You see what I'm saying? I done seen a lot of episodes
Right.
of motherfucking Monique too. I done seen a whole damn, but hey, look, oh shit.
You see, well,
Yeah.
that's what
Now
I was
I'm
getting
gonna make
ready
it
to
make
say,
sense.
World.
He indirectly could have worked on the Monique show. I stand corrected. It could have indirectly. You know, we never seen it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
That's a
and
pull that thing
possibility.
up. I'm gonna pull it
That's
up
a
in just a second, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
that's a big possibility. He could have indirectly on the back scene worked on the Monique show.
Hey, but Giselle, I've watched shows like recently, old shows that I start watching again recently, and I'll be like, damn, that person was on that show. Damn, that like you
That's
sometimes
true.
you don't notice, who's on what. Because I watched now that they done put the Parkers and all that stuff back on Netflix. I'm like, damn, I don't remember them working on this show.
It's not
So
very
you never
hard.
know.
It's not very hard to get on them shows. It's not very hard when you're very young to be the back person. There's a lot of people that been in several movies that you wouldn't even know
True.
when and they just
That's
used
true.
as the backstage people.
The extras, because I was, extra. That's
And
true.
with him being here in Atlanta, of course if he was out to seek some kind of stardom, of course he was at all those places. My husband still he actually was an extra on one of the Tyler Perry things. It ain't hard. I took it right
No,
down
it's
to the
not
studio.
hard.
I took it right down to the studio. He was a bodyguard in some little show, and they didn't hardly show him, but he was there.
It's not.
So it's not, and he still get letters every day for that and calls. So it's
It's
not
not
hard.
hard. 'Cause I've been in it. I'm right here in New York. I stopped. 10 years ago. I'm like, no, because I had too many Cat William moments. Okay, I had too many producers. Like, okay, you got the movie, you got the commercial, but unzipping their pants. I'm like, no, because see, if I do that, I'm gonna bite it off. It's a wrap. So no, I'm gonna bite that mother lover off, no. So I know, but see, Nature Boy. His features, they're not easily missed. Nature Boy features not as a little boy, his features are not missed. But like he could have indirectly, I believe it. Because look, it's like this. Once he took that download from that white man, you don't know what that white man promised him. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know what that white man
Hey,
promised
that's
him
some
back
real
in the
shit.
day. That's some, you can get let me stick look, let me stick you in your ass. I'm gonna get you whatever you need. You don't okay. That's where they get
That's some
that.
real
Hey,
shit
once you
though.
let them stick you in the ass, you straight. That's all. Once you let them listen, no, listen. When I was up here doing my stuff, going on my auditions, I had people. I listen. I got more no's than yes because of my mouth. Because see, I'm not gonna do no scene and I'm supposed to kill someone, but you want me to get in the shower. Why I got to get in the shower with the person I'm killing buck naked and let her kiss all on me? I'm not gay. I'm not doing that. So I have my moments where it's just acting Giselle, no it ain't. I'm not gay. And I ain't down with it. I'm not kissing her to kill her. Either I'm gonna stab her up, or what you gonna do? You're gonna go in your Rolodex and you're gonna get another black woman that got a bald head, and she'll do it. There's a lot of women, black women, especially here in New York, Hollywood. So this is what I'm.
You going out, sis?
You breaking up on me bad, yo. She went all the way
Hey,
out on me.
where I was gonna,
I don't know.
I
I
was
think
gonna
it's
say
because she's
this.
outside.
Right. You know
Uh-huh.
what you doing while people talk about what you doing. Look, what was the only thing that took down Aura? That damn documentary.
Took down who?
That's Aura, Kelly.
Oh,
That's the only
what
thing took
doc?
him down. And what you doing? That surviving R. Kelly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then that part 2 really put the nail in the coffin.
So
That shit right there was hard body. That's why he in there.
Hey,
I
you
had a
crazy.
question
It's
for the
survivor.
other queen that was up here, Z, like, because she was saying that she was into acting and how she was put in certain situations where she had to be tested and to see if she would be willing to go that far, right? So I seen an interview that Marlon Wayans had on the podcast Drinking Champs, and he talked about how, we may frown upon that, but he looks at that as art. He looks at if he has to put on a dress or if he has to do something that's not in his normal day-to-day, and he's actually able to perform it and make it believable, then that's art. That's an art form. And that was his impersonation. That was his interpretation on how, acting is when you are presented with an acting role that requires you to be gay and you're not gay. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to know what she thought about that, but she already off the panel.
Yeah, that's the bobblehead Monique version right there. And when she was losing all that weight.
I respect the queen though. I respect her movement. I respect that you want more for what she got. I listen. If you feel like you worth whatever you worth, get that. You know what I'm saying? Get that. We all live in a society that we have to, us as minority, black, brown people, we got to scuffle for everything we need or got. So I mean, if that queen feels like Netflix tried her, and Netflix, because she is the queen of comedy, and Netflix tried her, then they tried her. Period.
Yep,
you know, that's
tried
just
her.
they tried her. They tried her.
They try you. Yo, can y'all hear me? They try you. I've been tried. Listen, I've been tried so many times. I did I Am Legend. We out there doing that before they turned it into the computer. I did I Am Legend with Will Smith. I got tried. I got tried so many times, and I had my agent. I went up to those parties in the Hamptons. I had a Cat William moment. I wouldn't have they read because you got to do the meet and greet. You selling yourself. Let me tell you something. Hollywood, it is a plantation. It is a black plantation. You just slaves on the slaughter, and you got to take that Illuminati. I was tested, yo. So many times, I'm like, listen, I had to go on my auditions with my motherfucking gun, with my mace, with a fork, with a knife. Because I said, if anybody try me, I'm not sucking no dick and I ain't eating no pussy. To get nobody's part. If I can't get it on my merit of me acting, then fuck you. I'll go back to my regular job.
Dusty did. He did all that for some fame.
But that's what I'm saying. And I heard the sister say something about Marlon Wayans saying that's art. Yes, art. Cause you would take a download, motherfucker.
Yes, Miss Z. That's what I wanted to ask you because you are an actress. You are an actress, right? And
yes.
Is that devil's advocate when you say that? Because in the same sense, you're supposed to be able to act and make us believe stuff, but not
it's
really
on your
live
merit. That. It's on your merit. And I look at our brothers and sisters, the black people, like I did it with Cicely Tyson. I spoke with Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson ain't never took no down low, but she'll tell you she been tested. I was an extra with Cicely Tyson, and I got to talk to her, and she told me, one thing she told me, your first role, your first act, that first role you do will be the role that you get every time. Not to go off real quick of what we're talking about, Nature Boy, but real quick, if any of y'all into it, be careful. That first role is the role that you get picked all the time. Just like Holly Berry, what the first role she did, Monster Ball, when she played a hoe, when she let them fuck her out. Every role after that she got, Denzel Washington, when he was young, gangster. So you have to sit and wait for the right role for you. But regardless of what, still, if you want to get higher and higher, you're gonna have to take a lot of downloads, and they owe you forever.
That's
this
crazy.
Is why I walked away. My pride and my culture. It's too much. No, that's okay. I'll go back to a regular job. Ain't no time.
Yeah, I just always wondered that. Like I always wondered that from an actress or actor standpoint. What is the limit? Like how far is far? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Because it's really just a job. So
right,
how do you look? Some people have different aspects on it.
It's the individual. It's how far you want to go. That's bottom line. It's how if you want to be a megastar, then you're gonna take many downloads.
Damn.
Just like Velvet then.
There you go. Look at that. Prime example. Look at Velvet. Look how many times she leave and come back.
That's true.
Look, Velvet has stripped her soul. I mean, her soul was already stripped anyway, because she a demon anyway.
Yep.
You know, Velvet.
I don't know this. I'm feeling sorry campaign thing going on, and some of the people I've been seeing in the comments, I've seen over here because we be everywhere. So I'm like, how you over here talking about Velvet on this channel, but then we see you in there on the I want to get rescue Velvet campaign. She don't want to be rescued, girl. That's my thought. She run that place. That place falls
You know
apart every time she
what?
goes.
Exactly. She a part of that. She wanted it. Her daddy, Marquez, he said it. He said back when he was like going bending, he said if Velvet want to run it, she can run it because I taught her. Because even Mr. Marquez was trying to get one, a pope. He said it. Have people forgotten that? He talked about it himself, how he was trying to do the same thing. So what they tell you, she programmed for this.
They don't understand. The only way she leave is when they lose their little tropical spot. As soon as they get their little tropical spot back, she's back.
Yeah, cause she gotta live right now. She can't be living in no hole in the wall. You know, when it starts to be looking like food stamps and welfare, they'll be out. I'm going back home.
To get y'all's bead money.
Okay.
And y'all be giving it to her too with them little ragged ass pictures and beads. Like you can't go to Michael's and get that shit a little wires and beads and make it yourself. Like not hard. We used to do it in kindergarten.
Miss Me, did you see that photo with her and Nasty Boy and she had on a white Indian cheap hat. I'm like, they both went to Amazon.com.
Yeah, we been said that. That's why they be around there itching and scratching and stuff. They be having all that cheap dollar stuff on because Dusty too cheap to buy them some real stuff. But did you see that little drink, that little gold thing she in love with now? And she take a whole bunch of pictures. It's a gold flare skirt.
Oh my goodness, Miss Me.
That's probably the most expensive thing she got.
Miss Me, when you said that about the material, right? All I could think of was Nubian when he was scratching his nut areas, child. When he had that goddamn cheetah print. I don't know what the hell that was. What was that? I don't even know what that was. But that's he was scratching his genital area like really hard. Like I ain't know.
Listen, you can't pass around dollar stuff. Like you know, when you get some dollar stuff, you can't pass that from area to area. So that's why we over there itching and scratching. All the bumps and stuff all on them. He look mad. That's why you know they be wearing foundation.
Oh, didn't they have
foundation? They wear makeup.
Didn't they have lice too? Isn't that the real reason why they cut their hair off?
They said they had lice. They only had lice. That's why. You know what? I'm sorry. I know. I'm gonna say something. I notice in this generation, getting diseases and stuff, it's not a big deal. You know, I'm 57. I ain't never had I ain't had none of that. That's like a lice. You know that's a character flaw.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we can get lice. You remember? Okay.
Because it used to be white people. White people still is they get lice. Black people, we don't get lice. You got to be one nasty mother lover.
Yeah.
I'm not ever putting no kind of oil in your hair because
or you was just around a white somebody who had lice. You know,
yes,
like,
because you could catch, yeah.
Nah, they was more like crabs. There wasn't no lice.
No, that was crab. That was crab.
Yeah, that was crab.
That was crab.
Damn lice. Crab.
Listen,
it's just they head and mouth be everywhere. That's why she had crabs everywhere.
And you know they don't take baths. As females, you need to take the VJ, the vagina, need to soak in some bath water.
Yes. Say it again.
Now, the vagina, the pussy, the pom-pom, the DJ, whatever you want to call it, the cocoon, it has to soak in some bath water. You can't just do a shower or do a horse bath. You can't just do that. You gotta let her soak.
And no gushing either. No gushing. No douching, ladies. Okay,
You know what?
that takes
You
away
know,
from the
right.
good bacteria that you need in your vagina, ladies. Okay.
Exactly. But you can do you can do the old school like our
Yeah.
grandmama with the vinegar water. You know
Yeah.
that you can
No,
do that. But you know, you cannot tell me. And they be, and all of us, we naturally, because naturally we have an odor in our vagina, a natural
Yeah.
odor. We
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but with
the
them,
odor is what tell you what's wrong with your vagina. If the odor is
exactly.
very strong and you
Some
got a lot of
did.
discharge and yellow shit coming out your pussy, you
Something ain't
probably
right.
need to go see an OBGYN, baby girl.
Yeah, real quick. You need to run. But the thing is, what were you doing before it got there? Because if you know your body,
That
But listen,
as
y'all.
women, our body tell us when it's time to
it's
do
something
what
wrong.
it's time
Yes.
to do. If you know your body, and our vagina, she won't talk to you.
She will
Then,
tell you. She will tell you.
and our
Okay?
army,
And listen, not only that, y'all know he goes from woman to woman, from butt to butt, and back into they got some things going on over there. It's obvious. If they don't go see no doctor, they don't. Unless they lying about that too, because you can't believe it. But in order for them, either one of them, not to be hurting or sick, they have to be going to see somebody. They're not fooling me.
you know what, Miss Me,
But
you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I believe it. They going to get checkups. They going to get checkups. Those women are
yeah,
going to get checkups. They just don't want nobody to know because they want you to think they live in a natural, holistic life. They going to the doctor. Because if
Mm.
they wasn't going to the doctor, the women over there would be sick.
that's what I'm
They are
saying.
sick though, y'all. They
No,
are sick now.
I'm talking about that sick when your vagina is sick.
Yeah.
When your
No, but
vagina,
hold on. One of them, Nefertiti, right? Didn't she say when she left, her body, because she already had herpes or something like that, but her
she said,
body
yeah,
started to have a reaction
she said she
after
had to go to the
leaving.
hospital.
Yeah.
She sure
Oh
did.
my
She
God.
said she had to go to the hospital.
Oh my God.
She had to go to the hospital. She sure
And
did say
Nature
that.
Boy had sex with her. Everyone in the chat, let's clarify this timeline. When she said that video, and she said she had to go to the doctor, she was already out of carbonation. Prior to that,
Sure was.
she was
Yep.
there with him, fucking him, you guys.
Yep.
So she
She sure
openly
was.
said that she has herpes and her body had a reaction while being there. That should tell everyone in this chat that everyone over there has herpes.
Exactly.
And she said this before
Hello.
she even got over there. She said it before she got over there that she had.
And
Exactly.
she
They
sure
knew.
did. She had herpes before she got over there. Because she was talking about it.
Yeah.
So if she have herpes and you sleeping with her, then you got herpes. If you all of them got herpes.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. They all nasty.
All of them are infected. So the thing is, it's like once you infected, you infected. So they might as well sleep around with no rubber because they all infecting each other.
Exactly.
I mean, it's no cure.
So I heard y'all when I was in the car on the way home. I heard somebody saying something about he just recently make a video saying that there was a walkie-talkie in his pocket.
Girl, yeah, King World just posted, yes. He made a video saying that, no, it wasn't a walkie-talkie, it was his battery.
Yeah.
Swinging,
But
swinging like that.
I don't understand how you could say that.
He was showing it. He was talking to some female and she was piggybacking on his bullshit. He said it was his battery, a long black battery. That's what was, because she asked him about it. She asked him about, him holding his daughter. I can't say it from word, but I'm just like quoting. And she said, asked him about his penis getting hard. And he said, no, he had a long battery. He said, see, it was this battery. Negro, you need to stop. If there was a battery, you at that moment, you would have said to Velvet, no, it's my battery, y'all. See, it's my battery. You're going to wait months now to address that. That was his dirty dick that we saw rising to the occasion.
And it was swinging. A battery don't swing like that.
Exactly.
Anyway, you know what? The only people they don't even believe when they don't believe what they be saying. But
But you know what, Miss
he
Meek?
apparently was watching to want to speak up
Exactly.
on it.
You know what? What happened is he heard the flack about it. He heard the flack about it. But see, the only people that believe it is the people that follow him. Those are the only people that believe it, and the people that follow him, and they don't matter to us.
Mm-mm.
And like I said before,
They don't
I'm
believe
like
it
you. Like I said, I'm like you. I don't give a effing about none of those young adults because they want to be there. So let them be there. But the children, that's who my heart is for the children for many reasons. For one, because they're children
that's what I
and
wanted
they
to
don't
talk
have a
about.
choice. And they don't have a choice. And then secondly, if they stay over there and they come back over here, then they could be a danger to y'all grandchildren. You see what I'm saying? Because they can mimic what they have learned. Just like that video the world pulled up with Ileana playing like she was choking. Did you see that?
That's what I want to talk about. That
Yes,
he was
let's
on
talk
last
about
time.
that because I
Um,
saw only a bit of I only saw a little piece of it, Miss Meat. Let's talk about that because I ain't really understand that live like that.
Baby,
well, first of all, the baby never has on a shirt. Never
Yeah.
have on a
never,
shirt. I
never
don't
have on
understand
the
that.
shirt.
With that being a little girl or a little boy, but let's just say, especially for a little girl, I don't
Uh-huh.
care if they still a toddler. You would have never seen my babies, never seen them without no shirt on around. Nobody, no camera, or nothing. Nobody except for their father. Everybody wasn't like him. Their father actually took care of him the right way. But there's no way that my baby would be out on every line. Never have on clothes now.
You know,
Never. Never.
and Miss Me, you so right, and especially in this day and age with pedophilia on the internet.
Yes.
In this day and age, in this day, because like if you remember, I'm 57, so I remember in the 70s and 80s, like I have a lot of cousins. I was a babysitter for a long time. Now back in that time, they did that. But they did that, they did that, but it wasn't like it is now. But do you all remember when the grandparents was the ones who said, no, you put a t-shirt on that baby, put some socks on that baby, so we wouldn't get sick. So they would always say, don't let that baby be walking around without no t-shirt on. The baby can get sick. Put some
But think
pants
about
on that
this.
baby. Right, put some pants on that baby because that baby crawling around and the knees would get black. I remember my grandmother saying that. But then,
But think about this, Giselle. Hold on. Listen, before you go too far, think about this though. Think about who he is and who he has attracted.
exactly.
Doggone well, it's some pedos watching his video because that's who he has attracted, as well as other people. So can you imagine how many people got off on
They
those
have
videos
said
he's
it.
starting to post?
They have said it. They already told you. What's the Popeye? The Popeye the sailor one, the light skin one with the Popeye that said looked like he put his finger in and electrocuted himself and his eyes got stuck. I don't know their names. But with the big pop eyes, he said he touched it when he was drunk. He touched his daughter. So I mean, and Nature Boy already knows this. And you got your daughter sitting around with no t-shirt on around these broken sexual demons.
And think about this. Let me ask you this too. Now, have y'all noticed? First, she was fully clothed with some videos way back, right? Then it went to she just had a shirt on and a diaper. Now the only thing she wears is her diaper, and this is every live stream that they do now. Every single one.
Every live stream.
Every single one.
And he makes sure he put her in it.
Listen, let me just say this because I live in Florida, right? And we all know Florida is hot even in December, right?
Right.
I have two little girls, and I got a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, right? I'm sorry, 1-year-old and a 5-year-old. My 5-year-old still want undershirts and socks to sleep under her pajamas. Okay, and my baby walks around with a onesie, not just a what is that? A diaper? No undershirt, no nothing.
Yeah, but
Come
you don't
on,
have her
man.
online doing that either. You don't have her
I
online
don't,
walking
but
around.
even just without being online, just being naturally at home,
That's right.
I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
And,
That's insane.
and Queen, where you get that from though? Where you get that from?
I
Who
get that
told
from
you
my
that? Where you
elders,
learn
my
that from?
grandma,
Yeah,
my
that's what
grandma,
I'm
my
saying.
mama, my
It goes
sister,
back. It
all
goes
of
back to
them
the
who had kids.
foundation.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
definitely.
saying. I don't even have any children. I have godchildren, and I took care of my second and third generation of cousins. I always, still to this day, my fourth and fifth, they having babies. I'm like, you gotta put some socks on that baby. Why? I was like, cause the baby gonna get cold. When I dress, I put a t-shirt on. I have them overdressed because that's the way I was raised. So when it
Listen,
comes to this, and this is another thing, we gotta understand something too. A lot of those people over there, they parents broken. Look at Velvet Mother. You can't tell me something psychologically not wrong with Velvet Mother.
Yeah,
yeah,
Something wrong with Velvet Mother.
yeah,
Velvet
that
Mother don't
elevator
the,
stuff.
the bread ain't cooked. The elevator don't go all the way up. You can see that from the dumb shit she was saying. Every time Velvet, you okay with your daughter going to a club, getting pimped out, getting dick download out, getting prostitute out, getting beaten, and you're not trying to do nothing to keep her. You let when she come home, when she comes from carbonation and she go home on the vacation, all you want her to do is sit and draw those retarded ass 3-year-old paintings and make some bullshit ass beads and calm people. And you okay with that? And then she can go back anytime she get ready.
Well, world and already broke down the science on that. But let me say this: let's just say my daughter, your daughter go there, right? And they of age,
Mm-hmm.
and we do everything we can. And they finally come home. How do you know how to handle somebody that's been in the cult if you've never been in one? Now, Miss Alina can't say she never been in one because her ex-husband tried to be in one. You know damn well
Exactly.
she knows about cults.
Exactly.
You
She
know she
knows
does.
about. Yeah, she
I
know
ain't know
about.
that. I ain't know she
Yeah,
knew about
yeah.
code.
He said he was.
Who
He,
said it?
they said he was trying to do polygamy years ago, and I feel that
Yeah.
that's probably why they broke up. That's why Dusty keeps saying she going through her debilitation because her mama didn't want to do it. So that's why he always mentioned
Exactly.
her mama didn't want to do it.
Exactly. And this is why it's so easy for Velvet to accept it. Because see, like me, my daughter run off. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna lay down the law with her. You're going to get some psychological help. If you want to stay in my house and you want me to help you, that's the fuck. I'm gonna make you an appointment for a fucking doctor. Because you will not stay in my house with that type of broken mentality. Because I will be afraid that I will be asleep and your ass will burn up my house and kill me. You going to get some help? I'm serious. That's the first
Right.
thing. We're going to talk about a plan for you. You're going to go get some help. After you get some counseling and you get some help, what you going to do? You going to go to school or you going to get a motherfucking job. But you're going to do something positive and something constructive. And you going to block everything. You going to block everything from that cult. I mean it. If you want to stay up in here, and if you want me to support you, these are the rules. Or you can take your ass back there and I'm going to write you off. I'm just going to get some insurance for your ass. Bottom line. Because that's what my mother would say to me.
Can I add to that? Just that, just that Eliana at the end of the day has to fight this battle. I see it within herself. She's fighting amongst herself
Velvet or
inside.
Eliana?
Velvet. I mean, I'm calling her
Okay.
Eliana, but I mean Velvet. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Velvet is
That's the
fighting that
baby name.
demon inside. Like you could tell, like even when you saw them fighting each other on the beach, you could tell when she had that big explosion at the end, inside, she just wants her family, but it's like she gotta conform with what he got going on that don't agree with her nature. So it's like she fighting that. So that's what y'all seeing. That's what we all seeing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're seeing.
No disrespect, sister. That ain't what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a motherfucking demon. I see
Well, that's
that
what
demon.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She
But let me
trying
tell
to
you,
fight that demon.
But I'm gonna
but
tell
she
you
ain't
something.
winning.
I'm gonna tell you something Velvet said. I don't know if you all remember or even Miss Me. Do you remember that video that World did last in the wintertime? It was with he was doing the video and Nature Boy came in and Mr. Marquez came in. He came in on World Live and he was and Velvet hadn't talked to her father. And they was arguing back and forth. Do you remember that video? Velvet said something, and I don't know if people picked it up, but I picked it up. They were going back and forth, and Velvet said, this was right. This was since she come back when they was in Hawaii. This is the last time she left, and since she been back. This is what Velvet said. She said to her father, he said, you keep coming back, you keep coming back, you keep coming back, and you never come to my house. You only come to my house when we not there. And he said, why you keep coming back then? Why you keep coming back? Velvet said, I know I keep coming back, but I'm never coming back this time. I'm gonna stay here and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to prove to my husband that I am sorry for leaving and saying everything that I said about him. So when she said that, that means that Velvet is going to stay there until the end because subconsciously she got that guilt on her that what she did to him when she left the last time when they came back from Hawaii. So
Hey,
she's
Niza.
gonna
Hey,
stay there
Giselle, hold on a
until
second. I seen something in the chat I had missed earlier. Nice. You was about to join carbonation. I missed the first
Yeah,
oh, you
I was actually this is the thing. When I first got in contact with World, right? Because I seen that World did a lot of commentating about him. And my first it wasn't that I was about to join him. When I first saw this idiot Nature Boy, right? I was intrigued by I was open to what he was talking about. He used to talk about nature. When he was on Facebook, that's all he talked about. It was before all the drama, all this, right? And he opened a different part of my brain about the way I was thinking about things, about just taking care of myself and the world around me. You know, after watching his videos about nature, I stopped polluting. He actually gave me insight on nature and how important it is to care for yourself and to care for Mother Earth. That's just me being honest. That's how I ran into Nature Boy initially. Okay. Now, as time progressed, okay, there were times where I get on the live with him. Like for instance, Ms. Meat, remember the R. Kelly documentary came out, right? And this is kind of where like I wash my hands with even entertaining Nature Boy like that, because I don't play about pedophilia. One thing I do not play about is children and harming children. That's like, if you want to really get me to a point of not fucking with you, have some type of speculation with harming kids. I'm coming for your head. I don't like that shit. So when I heard about the video, because remember, all of these things that came out about Nature Boy didn't happen in the beginning. All of this shit started unraveling as he started coming out, right? So the first time I heard something bad about Nature Boy was the whole video when he said he let his son touch his penis after having sex. I'm quite sure everyone remembers that, right? So that was number one strike. And then I got on the live with him to talk about R. Kelly, and he was defending R. Kelly to like the fullest extent of the law. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest. I saw R. Kelly on video when I was in high school pissing on a little girl. I saw that his sex tapes were all over everywhere. You could buy them at the flea market. They were parked outside. Listen, that shit was real. So you're not gonna tell me that R. Kelly did not have sex with a minor on video. We all saw that. And if you didn't, you can go buy it. They still sell that shit. So when he defended him, and it just kind of disgusted me because it only showed me, like, I'm a person that believes in what you say and how you making me feel. I'm not one of those people who fall for, oh, that was just him. I'm not civil. I'm not gonna ignore the signs. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. So when the first sign was him saying that disgusting shit about how he allowed his son to touch his penis in a moment after having sex with his baby mama, okay? And then following up by that, that's me being a follower. I see that, and then I see him defending R. Kelly. That kind of wiped my hands with him. And I'm not just a gullible person. I'm not to say that no one else is. I'm just not. If I see these signs, I'm gonna back up. You know, and that's just what I did. I didn't go too deep off into it to where he started writing me and wanting to get me out there, because I didn't let it get that far. You know what I'm saying? Once I saw pedophilic shit that I didn't like, I backed the fuck up. That's just me being real. Now he got me in the beginning because of the nature shit. I was looking for a different I was looking for something. I don't even know what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for other ways. And that's what I think a lot of these people go over there for. They looking for guidance. They looking for somebody to guide them to some type of holistic, higher spiritual level. But I realize you only gonna get that with healing yourself. Okay? You only gonna get that when you heal yourself. You're not gonna get that following behind no fucking pedophile narcissist. You're only gonna get that with self-healing. You got to take the time out to want to work on yourself.
That's what I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you mentally, because I'm a mental health counselor. Where were you for you even to think about listening to him? Where were you mentally? What were you going through, or what was happening to you to make you even give him the time of the day? Because that's how
I'm gonna just be honest, right? I agree with some of the things that he say as far as us being part of the system. We're helping the system work against us by us actually being in the system working. You know, I understand that logic. Like I agree with the fact that we do need to stop spending our money within the system and give ourselves that financial and economic gain within our own community. Now, you know, let me answer your question. Let me answer it. So I was in a place of mind of like, what can I, like, I'm trying to figure out a solution on what can I do to get to that highest level of being conscious with myself and trying to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I can't even think of the word. I think I was just in a space of, I want another solution. I want another way. I want another way of how I can beat the system, how I can have another option for my family. How can I, you know, because I work. I'm a working mother. I have 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't built. It ain't built for me to win. I know that. So I'm at that moment, I think in my mind, if I could go back, because that was a long time ago, I was thinking about different options on what I could do to better help my family. That's all. And just a spiritual walk. So when I see him, I'm like, okay, he on some spiritual nature shit. Let me check him out. Let me hear him out, because I'm the type of person that I'm gonna listen to you until you show me who you are. I'm gonna give you that benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna entrust that you have the right abilities to teach me whatever it is you think you can teach me. But once you show me otherwise, you out the door. You know what I'm saying? That was all that was.
Right. But what I want to ask you, why Nature Boy? Because we have so many other scholars.
Yes. He's not the only one I was watching.
Hold up. That's why I'm asking. I'm saying we have so many other scholars before he was born that has been saying this same thing. So that's why I'm asking you, why was it Nature Boy? What was it about?
I think it was how tangible. I think it's how tangible he is. Because I literally found him by literally getting on my Facebook, going down my timeline, and I seen hundreds of people sharing his video talking about nature. That's how I ran into him, literally. So I think it was how accessible he was, if you get what I'm saying. He was right there, boom. That's it. I didn't have to search for him. I ain't have to do no Google search for him.
So that's why you just answer your question, my sister. Because that's why. Because he was right there. You didn't have to go any further. That's why he caught you. He snapped you up. You didn't have to do no more research. That's why you was. That's what drew you to him because he was already there.
Yes, I can agree with that. However, I don't mind. Like I said, giving a person the little arm that they need, and then once they cut that arm off, or they do some shit that I don't like, I have to cut that off. So my thing is, I never allowed it to get to the point where he was even he got to the point where he blocked me, because after I got on the live with him talking about R. Kelly and going in on him about R. Kelly, he cut me off the live, right? And then I DM'd him because I'm like, damn, like, he the type of motherfucker, when you making a point, he don't want you to finish your point. He want to hang up the phone and shit, right?
She was too aggressive for him. He don't want an aggressive woman. Exactly. You want to say something? Yeah, you was too much. He don't want you. He cut me
down before I can even get started, boo. You know what I'm saying? So
was he asking you to leave your children?
No, and they never get that far, Ms. Meek, because I listen, the way I'm talking right now, this is how I am 24/7.
That's right.
You understand? He can't take me. He wouldn't be able to take me.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But it took me to have a conversation or some type of interaction with him to realize that he's just not it. You know what I'm saying? And also him whatever he was doing, criminalizing himself by saying the stupidest shit that he could say out of his mouth
because you still use your common sense.
Exactly.
You still had your common sense, so you can switch it. Like, no, bye. That's why.
My thing is, it's nothing wrong taking something from people. You take what you can get from them and move the fuck on. I felt like at that time he had viable information that helped me understand nature or things that happened that I took for granted. Literally, I was just reckless out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about what was going on in the rainforest. I didn't care about all that shit. But he kind of gave me a different. That's how I got into that. But then, like I said, I'm not quickly hypnotized by the woo. I know how to talk too. You know what I'm saying? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a bullshitter, but you can't play with me. That's all I'm saying. You cannot play with me.
And let me tell you something, young sister. It's nothing wrong with taking information from people, but you have to analyze the people you're taking the information from. You have to remember that. Everybody ain't good. Everybody out here, especially on the internet, and you have more devils who hide on the internet than you have angels and do-gooders. So you have to be careful.
You absolutely
always
correct.
Remember that. You have to be careful.
Correct. You absolutely correct. But that's all that was. I was just in a mind frame of trying to find another way, just another option. Just hearing, I listen to Young Pharaoh. I listen to Sarnetta. I listen to everybody. I listen to Khalid Muhammad. I listen to everybody. Okay. I don't, I'm open to listen to anyone if they talking like they even got a little bit of sense. I'm willing to hear you out. But once it's something that I can't get jiggy with, then I'll just bounce up out of it. That's it.
Yeah, that's good. Miss Me, you want to say something? Miss Me.
No, y'all go ahead for a second. I was on the phone. But yeah, no, I was just trying to hear Niza's, like, wow, I didn't know she was even thinking about it, but I just wanted to know some of the chit chat y'all would be talking about. Like,
I'm too aggressive for him, Miss Me. So at the end of the day, we had one interaction on live, and he, that was it. I'm way too aggressive. Like,
too aggressive.
I'm dealing with that. That's one of my That
No,
you know, I'm
that's
talking
not
about
a
strong.
debilitation. No, sister,
Yeah,
don't use that word. That's not a debilitation.
that's
That's your
not, but
character.
it can be. The
You
only
just
reason why
gotta
I
have
say that
balance
is
with it. Cause I'm
because
like that. Cause I'm like that. You just gotta, as you get older, you will have balance with it. Cause I grew up in the original Black Panther Party. My mother was one of the original. So when I was young, I was like a beast. I was like a
yes,
pit bull who you know how they feed him hot sauce, and
yes,
I had to learn how to turn it down because
exactly. That's what I'm doing.
it can get you in situations that
Yes,
you don't want. So
exactly.
as you get older, you will tone it down. But that's all it is. But let me tell you something. Never let nobody tell you or your character is a debilitation. You decide that. You are you. And you decide that. Never let nobody victimize you or make you feel whatever your character is, it is something negative. You choose that on your own. Remember that.
Okay, you're right. You're right. But it is something that I feel like has been a
There you go.
debilitation because I
Yeah.
have used that in the wrong way. I have put
Yeah.
that. I've just abused it. Let me just say that I've used my
Yeah.
aggression and I have abused it to
Uh-huh.
the fullest extent.
Yeah,
And I'm
no,
just
girl,
learning now with two
sister,
kids. Okay.
sister, I'm 50, I'm 57. I'm gonna tell you, when I was young, I was a mother lover. Let me real quick story. I was in a relationship with this brethren, and the relationship was good, but we both agreed that we would pay bills. He didn't pay his bill. Okay, because he didn't pay his bill, it was getting ready to reflect on me, and our lights was getting ready to cut off. And we had got I had found the third late notice, and they was gonna cut it off. So I'm talking to him, and he's Jamaican. So I'm like, babe, we need to pay this bill. And he said, okay, babe, let me talk to you later. I'm watching soccer. I'm like, no, babe, we need to pay this bill. He's like, you in my way. I'm trying to watch soccer. That's back in the day when I used to watch TV. Let me tell you what I did. I'm like, and that's when they still had the 32-inch color TV, not the flat TV. I'm like, you doing what? You want to watch TV? I unplugged that mother jucker. We had one of those bay windows. It was on the third floor. I raised that big ass window up. I raised that screen up. I went to unplug it. I picked up that 32-inch motherfucking TV and I threw it out the motherfucking window. And I shut that window. I threw it out the window. I slammed the window down. I said, now you got my attention. And now I'm telling you, I zoned out, and I was like, and he looked at me like, you crazy. And it came to me, I came back to my senses, y'all. And I'm like, oh shit, what if somebody was walking past? I just
Yeah,
murdered somebody.
exactly. You know, that's what I mean.
So
By
I had to go to anger. I'm like, I gotta go to anger management.
yes, I can concur. Like I've had similar situations that I've allowed my aggression to overpower the
Uh-huh.
situation, and now someone else could be at jeopardy that ain't even got nothing to do with
Exactly.
the. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why, because my strong spirit isn't a debilitation, but it's what I
Right,
do with it that makes it a
right,
debilitation. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I'm
Yeah.
just starting to understand that with two kids now at the age of 32, y'all, I'm just starting to now,
But
right?
I snap my finger to you because at least the first stage of healing is being honest and saying this is what I'm doing. So you're recognizing. Now you just got to do some healing, and I suggest you take an anger management course. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't no. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to get off topic, but we need to know as in Black people in our culture, we are not taught to get any help. What we're taught is go to the church, talk to the preacher, talk to somebody who don't have any type of training, or
Exactly.
sweep it up under the world, or act like it never happened, or you a strong Black woman, you a strong Black man. I went through it, you go through it.
Yeah, I can agree.
Instead of going,
and that's
and then it triple off to our children. Instead of going and get some psychological help, it's nothing wrong with going to get some help. When you do that, you free yourself. I know I've been through it. My mother, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm the only child. Grew up in the Black Panther Party. 90% my mother was perfect, but my mother had a little 10%. Whenever my mother get angry at somebody, she would come and take it out on me and fuck me up. I mean, my mother would beat me with the extension cord. I mean, my mother, let me tell you something. I know what my mother, listen, I'm waiting till these people pass. I know what my mother's vagina looked like. I kid y'all not. My mother had beat me so bad one night that I had those, you know, those round whips that you get like a horse. After she beat me, she made me lay down on the floor and my mother pissed in my motherfucking face. Pissed in my motherfucking face.
That's horrible, yo.
Long story short, but hold up, long story short, when I was 17, I ran away from her. Okay, I ran away from her because we had a fight. We had a fight. We had a big old fight. Never fought my mother, but I beat her. She came up to the school and was mad and started welling on me. And I'm telling you, I beat her like a bitch on the street. I sure did. I remember I was 17. The principal. He came and broke it up. And my mother said to me, she said, "You know what? I taught you to be a soldier. You can't live in my house no more." But I stayed with friends, but she took care of me, everything. Long story short, I went and got me some help. Because you could take that into your relationship. I didn't want to have children because I didn't want to take that into my relationship. That's one reason why at 57 I still don't have any children, because I still was scared a little bit that I had that monster in me and I didn't want to do that to my children. But luckily I done raised so many kids. But before my mother died, she did apologize. And then being in counseling, I learned the reason why my mother did what she did, because she was the oldest of 15. In her family, on her father's side, they have psychological problems.
Damn.
So there you go. And then my mother, her stepfather, tried to rape her, and she had to stab him with a fork. And she ran and told her mother, she woke her mother up from drinking, and her mother got after her husband, but her mother stayed with her husband and told everybody my mother lied. So my mother at 17 had to move and live with her grandparents to graduate from high school. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying, once you get into therapy, you will learn so many things, and you will learn how to, if you don't get along with your parents, it's okay to not like them. It's okay to love your parents, but you ain't gotta like your parents. I learned that because we gotta remember, before our parents were parents, they were just girls and boys, women and men.
You right.
They didn't get that title until they had children. So they were doing they fuck ups. They was doing they shit.
Yep. And that's what, you know, you say that, and I'm saying this, that's even probably why I even came across him, Nature Boy, seeing him like that, because in my mind I was trying to break generational curses, and I think that, I mean, just to be more detailed,
no, don't say that.
You know what I mean? And I'm trying to find.
Stop! Don't repeat that. You ain't breaking. You ain't got no fucking generation curses.
No, I'm saying we do.
Listen.
Hold on.
No.
We do have things we have to battle, right?
But no. This is what I say. We have issues. I ain't cursed with shit. Ain't no devil cursed me with nothing. I had issues.
Okay. So hold on. So I think the misconception when you say breaking generational curses, I think people get that, because I mean, when you saying that, it's metaphorically speaking, because it's literally generational curses. It's a generation of things that our families could not break prior to our birth. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But when you say,
Hold on for a second, sis. Because you're not letting her get a whole statement out. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not hearing her full statement. So if you can let us speak, then you can come in. Y'all mute up like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna mute up now.
No, all I was trying to say was that we have these generational curses, right? And I mean, that isn't a derogatory word to call it. That's kind of like harsh to call it, but I just say that that's what it is, because everyone has generational issues. It goes into generation. That's why I think just as society we call it that, because it's breaking that cycle that our ancestors before, whether it was our mothers, grandparents, great-grandparents, they couldn't have broken that. And now that we're in this new age of, like, we just have information everywhere, and we can actually look up things, and we can actually absorb information now more so than back in the past, you know, we're more susceptible to breaking these curses. That's the only thing I was trying to really say about, you know, you trying to find options on how to, we all just trying to find a way to be a better us. So, you know, we all looking, we all searching, and that's how I think I just ran into that. That was just the answer to that. But generational curses, I think, is just a harsh description, but just a very true description of what we as Black and brown people got to deal with when we talking about, like, your story, your story about your family. That was deep. That was intensively deep. And that was a generational curse that I feel like that passed on, that you broke. You broke that. Okay, I feel like you did. You said you raised kids, even though you didn't birth them. You raised kids of your own. You broke it, whether you believe it or not. Go ahead.
Okay, when you use the terminology, generational curse, right? The only time that we've ever heard someone use that terminology, like, for that meaning right there, definitively, is when Clubfoot said that. So what we make an attempt to do is break the mantra. Anything that has any remembrance, anything that has like any attachment whatsoever. What I'm saying is, it's supposed to be
hold on, world. Let me just say this. I've been saying generational curse before Nature Boy. Okay, this is something that my grandmother, you know, when I used to sit down, my grandmother died 4 years ago. God rest her soul. She died at the age of 97 years old. She was a recovering breast cancer patient. She got diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 88 and beat it. Okay. So I got that terminology from her because she was saying, she was breaking down the history of my family on my dad's side and the struggles and the bipolar depression and just the mental generational curses. And that's how she described them. That's all. I ain't get that shit from no fucking Nature Boy. Nature Boy we all can attest, Nature Boy get all his shit from somebody else. We all can agree with that, right? So he's not the originator of generational curses.
Sis, what I'm saying is this right here. Despite him being the originator, you know, you're even using those terminologies. That's all that I'm saying. We don't give like the oppressor no damn power over us. The oppressor called us all type of shit that we know not our fucking name. It's some shit I knew from back in the day too, that my damn, you know, I learned from my family. Shit that wasn't even right. I had to find out years ago. And we know for sure for a fact that, you know, the generational curse is something that he's known to say. You see what I'm saying? So that's like giving power,
I can respect that.
Over your oppressor. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
it's just something I just have to say that, because I don't want it to be misconstrued. This is a terminology that I've always used because that's just what my family say. You know, that's all.
Okay, well, that's the thing. Where if your family, you know, at one time, you know, was using the mantra of everybody being a nigga. Of course, right now in 2020, that's not something that you're gonna comfortably do. That's not something you're gonna say, oh well, I'm that, you know, emotional to the point where I have to express this, and this happened like, you know, back in my life. I'm gonna hold on to this. It's some things, man, that we gotta detach ourselves away from. Whether we know it or not, those things actually serve us no good. And it gives the oppressor or oppression hood, it gives it a one up over us, always hanging in the far corners of our mind.
You're right. Like a light. I ain't never look at it like that. I ain't never look at it like that. You know,
it's inescapable. Why you think they gave us all these different terminologies of these fake ass coordinates geographically that they called in the United States, you know, that has still been reconfigured throughout the damn map of the United States? They told us at one time it was something else. Then they switched it up on us, just seeing on how great that they can control the mind. They can control the psyche. Like I posted on Instagram, the Red Cup Challenge, you know, so to say. I ain't hating on nobody doing the Red Cup Challenge, but damn, what next are they going to tell you to do that you're going to see as a fad or that's a pattern that you're going to want to try and emulate, other than doing the things that got to do with progressive hood within our community? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just, hey.
And you know what? That's why, I like, I don't mind, just speaking about things like this, because I don't mind listening to your perspective and getting that and taking that in. I take that in and use that and say, and instead of saying that word so much, because like I said, I'm working on myself every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm working on myself. I'm working on how to find new ways and new tools to use to better myself. So you know what I'm saying? That's a tool I can use instead of saying that I have that, saying using a different logic coming, so I'm just not just putting that bad energy on me. So I get that. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand that.
I'm hey, you know what? I'm humbled by that. Z, what do you think about this? Curse terminology.
To watch the words that you use, because words have energy. So when she was saying, okay, like, so let me explain something. When I say that wasn't a curse, because nobody in my family ever did that. That was my mother issue. You see what I'm saying? So that it wasn't a curse. No, that wasn't through my family. That was my mother's issue, which is separate from her mother, separate from her mother. So that's why I'm saying that wasn't a curse. That was an issue. Secondly, we got to stop using this word about we been cursed. Ain't nobody cursed. We got issues out here, issues that can be fixed. The issues that can be fixed with a little psychological help. Somebody who's trained to help you see the real shit. Because let me tell you something. Most of us, we operate with the subconscious. We don't the conscious. We operate with the conscious, but it's the subconscious that we really operate with. So I listen to people's subconscious. I don't listen to your conscious, because your conscious is gonna tell me a lie, but your subconscious is gonna tell me the truth. So that's what I listen to. I always listen to that. So when you use that word curse, what you're doing is you are invoking that negative energy back onto you. So this is why I try and tell our people, watch the words you use. Like when some people say, you wake up and say, I'm going to have a bad motherfucking day. Why would you say that? Your day ain't started yet. You don't know you're going to have a bad day. So you're breathing negativity already in your day. You don't know. You might just have the most beautiful, stress-free day. But if you continue to say, my fucking week, my day going to be fucking messed up. My week going to be messed up. You just defeated the person to wake up with the purpose of waking up with a smile. So you have to change the way you view things. And also another thing I want to say, we can't always rely on our families, what our families say. We got family who do fucked up shit. So you can't rely on that family. You have to use your own individuality thinking for you. You can't use everything that your family did, because I know my family on my mother's side, they fucked up. I love them, but they fucked up. So a lot of stuff I don't use with them, but a lot of stuff I learned from them, because I have different type of males in my family, from educated, from pimps, from drug dealers, from murderers. So I use them as a muse in life, because a lot of stuff I never experienced because my mother showed to me. I didn't experience a lot of things. I've seen it from my family members. So this is all I want to say with that curse. I want to tell brothers and sisters, I don't care who you are. Change your wording. Watch what you say. Watch the words you use.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You absolutely correct.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, world.
I'm gonna let you.
But she right, because I didn't. I'm sorry.
If it's anything that you know, what I was saying is that if it's anything that you'd like to say, I'm gonna allow for this to be the closing statements on this one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and mute up, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and then add on this in its totality.
Well, I was just gonna agree with her and just thank both of y'all for that, because that was just a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I was using that as an embodiment, like, oh, I'm breaking my generational curses. I'm going to, like that, but not even realizing that I could be bringing the toxicity in by saying that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a good. I'm glad that y'all gave me that perspective because I, instead of using that word, which my grandmother gave me, that, you know what I'm saying? When I had talks with her, she would use that word. So that just goes to show you we not paying attention to what we saying, like you said. And that's just another thing I got to work on. That's all.
That's okay. Listen, sister, I love you. We hear about teaching. I'm about teaching my people. So you didn't know, and we're not held accountable for what we don't know. We're held accountable for what we do know. And now you know, and now you can teach your babies. That's all it is, sister. Now you can teach your babies.
Thank you. But that's it. That's all I got for y'all, man.
All right,
y'all been lovely, dog. Especially World.
Of course, King World. This is the baddest motherfucking channel.
Hey yo, it's the Livest Network. Me had already dropped off.
Make it make sense. Miss Me, you want to close out because you ain't say nothing.
Nah, Meat already had dropped off. Nissa, I appreciate you coming up on the panel as well as the Sister Z. I'm gonna go ahead and then close out. Like I say, more than 9 times out of 10, I'll be back up on this Jim Jank too. I'm gonna get with a lot of y'all in the back chat and see which way y'all want to move with this. And like I say, we'll continue to make it make sense if y'all good with that. All right.
Yeah. All right, World. I'll talk to you later. We'll link up later. All right, everyone.
All right, that's a fact. All right, peace, family.